But if that's true, then that would be true, right? I mean, if that's an exclusion. When you bought it, did you read the exclusions? Did you read the coverage?
Of course not.
Oh, dang. How much did the insurance cost you?
The insurance was $52.
How much were the tickets?
$723.
Oh, man, $723. Okay, and they will do absolutely nothing. Listen, Chris, unless they misled you or lied to you or misrepresented the insurance, I'm not sure what you think we can do, because you agree to certain terms and conditions. Insurance is it's a contract. That's what it is. They say if certain things happen, we agree to do certain things. And it's a contract. So let's talk about your specific contract. Did you get one at the time of purchase?
Well, I did not print it out. I guess that's what I should say.
Well, when you did read it, what led you to believe this would be covered?
Oh, because well, first of all,
I mean, really, that's bottom line. I mean, not everything is covered. There are exclusions. You didn't realize it was mental illness. Had she come down with another illness, they would have covered it. Right? Is that a yes?
Well, I guess so.
Yeah. So specifically, they don't want people freaking out and having a mental breakdown and then trying to collect insurance. The reason I think that exclusion is in there is because mental anxiety, all of that stuff is too easy for someone to say, oh, well, you know, I was sick mentally. What is her diagnosis?
Her diagnosis was...
I mean, hold on. I don't think there's anything we can do for you. You bought insurance, and the insurance isn't covering it. But is there anything? Are they willing to give you other flights or anything? Let's go there. Are they willing to give you anything at all? Anything?
They are not.
I mean, not even a voucher?
No, I had to go ahead and repurchase the tickets.
Now, why repurchase them? Because she is going to come out at another time?
She did come out, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, listen. I wish I could help. I can't. This is a lesson for all of us. It's this simple. Whether you're buying a warranty, a policy, a deposit agreement, a contract for anything, you have to read it. And if you can't live by it, don't sign it. If you buy insurance for travel, there are many, many, many exclusions. This is one of them. Mental incapacity, mental illness, anxiety, etc. She was admitted into a mental hospital. It is clearly not covered. Okay, I'm sorry. Marion, what's going on? What's happening there?
Well, I wanted everyone to know with an insurance voices for me that the difference between urgent care and emergency...
Oh, my God, Marianne, I'm telling you, so many people make this mistake. Did you go to one of those big buildings? Some of them have urgent care and ER, and depending on whether you go left or right, you're charged a reasonable fee or an outrageous fee.
Well, that and I agree with you, that isn't the issue. It's the urgent care. I had a broken tibia, and so the young man said, I need you to straighten your leg so I can get the x-ray. And I looked at him, I said, well, if you won't give me some pain meds, okay. Oh, no, in urgent care, all we have is ibuprofen. Well, I already took my own ibuprofen. Had I known that, and then how they just automatically send the test to their doctors through the system, I would have gotten up and gone to the emergency. I would have had my friend.
In this case, this is different than a lot of our complaints. A lot of our complaints are they want to go to urgent care and mistakenly go to ER and are charged like out the nose. You're just the opposite. You thought urgent care could take care of you, and it was really for nothing. time was this?
It was in the afternoon on a Saturday back in February.
Saturday afternoon, okay.
And had gone to the surgeon and then went to the appointment. And had I known...
So you went to the appointment when? Later that day?
No, sir. The accident was on a Saturday. I went to the appointment the following Tuesday.
Wait a minute. What did you do from Saturday to Tuesday with a broken leg?
Tibia. Well, I just had a
tibia.
Yeah, they gave me a really, really, really horrible little thing to put around my knee, kind of a deal, and I just had to tough it out on crutches until then.
Okay. So what do you think? What is the lesson here?
The lesson is that everyone within hearing voice of you should know when you go to urgent care, it's not for broken bones. It's for you got a sore throat, you got a...
No, I understand, but is that their fault? What should they have done? Told you, hey, don't come here.
They should have had, as soon as I checked in, and I mean, I was in a wheelchair, et cetera, there should be something posted. We have no pain medication for any kind of broken bones. I would have immediately gotten in the car and gone to the emergency room where they were really prepared to deal with broken bones.
No, I see what you're saying. That's reasonable. I think they expect us all to know what urgent care is and what emergency care is.
Right. Well, I think the waters are very muddied. And
they are.
No reason they don't have a statement up behind the desk.
You know what? I think you're right. We're not supposed to magically know. I think you're absolutely right.
Those places have popped up like cold sores, man. They're incredible. They're on every corner. They're like 7-Eleven.
They are like Starbucks, you know? In fact, that would be a good idea to have.
We should open one.
Yeah. So, listen, urgent care, ER, which one? I like the ones that have the double sides, left or right. The woman told me, you go left, you pay emergency. You go right, it's urgent care. She told me that. And I said, well, what do I need? And she says, we don't know. So a lot of times they don't know, but I would clearly say, you know, that she had a broken leg. She thought the urgent care would take care of it. Actually, I did too. I don't think they should, I don't know, they didn't do much for you. They stabilized it and then set you up with a doctor. At that point, I guess you could have gone to an ER. 303-713-8255. This hour brought to you by Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. If you are looking for the best representation when selling your home, Team Duran is the place to go. 303-920-1622. Now, if you're looking to buy a home, they can do that too. And Frank negotiates each and every deal. And we have thousands of reviews over the years. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Guys, let's get this show on the road. We all came in here late.
Hey, Dan? Yeah? Every time that happens in a hurry, and you run up there and click on it before you even see what it really was.
Oh, it's a little telephone.
A little telephone, okay. Yeah. All right, I keep not seeing click, and then, oh, what was that? Okay, phone icon. Somewhere I have that in here, I kept track.
Call track.
What were you doing wrong?
Me? I didn't know which icon to click on. Dan ran up there and went click.
Okay, as always, guys, I'll be doing this spot here.
With more than 6,000 hotels across the country, including La Quinta, Days Inn, and Super 8, a great hotel by Wyndham is closer than you think. Find one near you and book direct at WyndhamHotels.com.
Revitalized Health is the name of the clinic, and you have 3 brothers who do hormone optimization and age-defying treatments, Juvederm, Botox. They also have other fillers. They do thread lifts, which are incredible results. For just a few $100s, give you immediate results and then stimulate your own collagen so it really stays in place for as long as your collagen does. And if you take care of yourself, it could be semi-permanent. I call them the Hormone Bros.com at 470 and Ken Carroll, and now with a new location at Alameda and Federal. These guys are dedicated to helping you defy age, and you do it in a way that is natural with pellet therapy through BioT. thehormonebros.com. Check him out. 720-361-2302. Thehormonebros.com.
I told you I became a pellet man, right?
What's that, sir?
I became a pellet man.
Me too. That'll really help you.
Well, he was taking shots before.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, but shots are high and low. I mean, they're better than nothing. That's for damn
I don't
sure.
notice a big difference, but I think it's more even.
Oh, I've noticed.
Well, it's more even than shots I'm saying.
Does that hurt?
I got it.
Does it hurt?
K&H Home Solutions. That's the name of the company. Now, they were K&H Windows. I've known them for many, many years, since Ted took over and before. Now, here's the special they have. Now, remember, these specials are on top of their already great prices. They pile on some specials. This one is 30% off windows, siding, and doors. So your whole package, you get a third off. It's wonderful. Now, the other thing, if you mention Martino, you get an extra 10% off entry doors. That's K&H Home Solutions, because they do roofs and gutters and painting, not painting, I mean siding and windows and doors. You will have a beautiful home with K&H Home Solutions. Make your own appointment at khwindows.com. khwindows.com. Get your 1/3 off plus 10% off entry doors when you mention Martino. 303-421-7100.
They numb you. And then
Yeah, they insert the pellets, but
Right.
they do numb you
They do
locally.
numb.
Yeah.
And the pellets last 4 to 6 months depending on your metabolism.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have it. And they put in 3, 4 pellets, whatever you need for dosing. And then they dissolve slowly over time to give you normal testosterone, but not normal for our age,
Right.
normal for a young man, because that's why it's called optimization. Now, along with that, some people need estrogen. Women might need estrogen. All women need testosterone too. They also monitor other things, but that's really
an estradiol.
an estradiol is what you take orally, maybe once a week, if the increased testosterone is not converted. Some people will not convert extra testosterone. They'll turn it into estrogen because the older body says, wait a minute, I don't need this anymore. I'm not giving birth. I'm not, reproducing. So your body has that shutdown mode. So an estradiol keeps that from happening. Most men don't need an estradiol. I need it. Do you need it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the extra testosterone was going into estrogen, right?
Yeah. I guess.
So what, do you have to have a real low level before you do that, or?
You can have a normal level, because most guys are told by their doctor it's normal. Well, it is normal for 60 or for 70 or for 50, but you don't have to have real low. But if it's naturally high, of course you don't increase it.
Right.
But they'll do a test and let you know.
They set it for normal for about 30.
Okay, because I
What do you
took
mean
my
30?
blood test.
There's no 30.
30 years old.
Oh,
30.
You know, did you get it up?
Yep.
You got an
Oh, God,
adapter.
it is so worth it.
Sure.
I need one.
Oh, that's the,
But
hey Mark, is that the camera that I told you about?
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK. Bonnie Shields, what's the biggest mistake people make in a divorce? I'll tell you what it is right up front. I'll say what I think. They try to represent themselves.
I think that's exactly what I was going to say.
Really? Because
They try to represent
you had a case where someone made a mistake, represented themselves, and then they expect you to get them out of it.
Right, and it's really difficult to explain to the court why this person said this a few weeks ago, and now they've totally changed their mind.
But when one party has an attorney and one party doesn't, as in this case, before they got you, can the judge call that unfair? Can you attack the procedure or not? Or do they let that happen?
You can ask for a continuance.
You can ask for a continuance until you get an attorney.
But if you don't have an attorney and you do something stupid, can you use as an excuse that the person was fighting a professional?
Not really. No, I mean, the judge does have some responsibility to let certain things not happen in the courtroom. But if you come to an agreement and the judge will ask you, have you thought about this? Do you understand it? Do you think it's in the best interest to your child? Or if it's a financial thing, to ask other questions. And if you say yes, the judge has no idea that maybe you truly don't understand. If you don't understand, you should say, I don't understand. You just don't go along with it.
All right, Bonnie Shields on our referral list. We're going to be talking to her if you have any questions on family law. We also have Become the Banker in with us. And very quickly, when's your next seminar?
Actually, Tom, it's going to be tonight
Oh, good.
in Centennial at 7:30
Centennial
p.m.
tonight,
Right.
7:30. What do people do?
And then actually, just call 303-779-6600.
I want to just know about the very next one tonight, because
It's
people.
6:30. I'm sorry, 6:30.
Oh, 6:30.
Not 7:30.
And
6:30.
give the number.
303-779-6600.
Okay, you know, you often hear me say, Lionel, right, to call. We do help, information, and referrals. In your case, we did a referral, which turned out to be a lot of help. What happened was you had an insurance claim. Can you explain the original insurance claim?
Yeah, the original insurance claim, Tom, was back in, I think, August or September of last year from the July or June hailstorm.
And what did you call about originally?
Originally was my roof. I had
And what happened?
And Safeco sent their adjusters up.
Yeah.
They actually sent a person up from Texas, and they came back and they offered me $3,220.
How'd they come up with $3,220?
No, they had a little hail damage to my aluminum cladding on my windows and a couple of other dents on things.
And why did you doubt that was a fair settlement?
Because all my neighbors were all getting their roofs replaced, and they had no major issues with their carriers, their insurance carriers.
So we suggested that you call what's called a public adjuster. These are adjusters that work for the public, and it's a growing trend in the insurance industry, and we're certainly promoting the hell out of that industry because I say there's a no-lose situation. Here's what they do. They'll come in, and if you have an offer, they won't touch that. But if they increase the settlement, they take a small percentage, I think 10%. But I want to know this. What happened?
Well, I got the name from you guys.
Yeah.
Matt Stafford's name, Paragon Services, because I'd emailed your mark.
Right.
And he sent me back and
Right.
said, call him up. So anyway, so Matt came up and said, yeah, he said, you got significant damage on your roof. And then he looked around and said, you got damage on your fence, you got damage on your windows and paint, you got damage on your lights, you got damage on your skylights. So long story short, he came out with, and I got a settlement check then for $48,000.
Wait, whoa. You were offered $3,000 and you got $48,000?
Yes, but we're not done yet, Tom. So then Matt took another look around and said, well, you've got all this outside damage to your fence and some antique benches and stuff. So then he came back and processed it again, and I came up to $53,000.
Oh, my God.
And then we're still not done, and my roofer that I had contracted with said, you know, these shingles that you have, because I had a shake roof shingle, he said, these are 3/4 to an inch shingles. He says, I don't think you got enough money to cover the roof based on the type of roof that you have, to, you know, one-for-one replacement. So anyway, long story short, again, Matt went back to work again. My final number with Safeco, which started at $3,200, is now $64,093.
Oh, my God. Do you know, your living testimony, we need to keep this guy's number to tell people. Now, I want to say a few things about this. For those listening, and if you are, and if you're morons enough to feel sorry for insurance companies, and I hope to God I don't have anybody that's stupid, insurance companies cheat so many people that, believe me, they have the money. And no, it does not result in your rates going up, because I got news for you. Rates never go down. Okay, so don't say this is why. No, this is not why. In fact, they cheat more people. The insurance reserves alone, what insurance companies have in reserves is more than all the countries in the world except 2. And I'm telling you, Lionel, the good part is, you get way more money than you actually need for damages, but it's money you have rightfully coming for the insurance coverage, and you pay a small percentage.
Actually, Tom, this is actually going to cover all my damages, because currently I've had the paint done.
Good.
The paint done, the roofers are there, and the gutter people are coming in and covers it right there. And you're right, I did pay a percentage of this to Matt at Paragon, but then he certainly got me a whole lot.
Yes, and the point I was making is you never have to come out of pocket. It's just great. Now, Julie is a registered nurse with a comment on the ER versus urgent care call where the woman said, I went to urgent care. I should have gone to an ER. They didn't do anything for me. Go ahead, Julie.
Tom, I just wanted to say that with brakes, we don't set those automatically. If she was looking to go in and get casted, we wait for the swelling to go down. It can take a week.
Even in an ER?
even in an ER.
Okay.
They will send you back to your primary care physician to get casted. If you think about it, when the injury happens, there's an increased swelling to the site. And we don't want to cast at that increased size.
So with a broken leg, what you're saying is with a broken leg, whether you go to an ER or an urgent care, you won't necessarily get casted that day anyway.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, I think she also mentioned 3 times she got no pain meds. Now, I understand the controversy with pain meds, but don't you think with a broken leg they should have had pain medicine or prescribed it?
I'm not sure what happened there. Yeah, there should have been some kind of...
They can write a prescription. I mean, I can see where they don't stock it. But, and again, I know there's a controversy with opioids and with pain meds. But when you have a broken leg, you know, hey, you gotta help people through a rough spot, I would think. Sponsored.
Tom, 1 minute. Joe Lazaro long. The tech center drive got a crash northbound I-25 and a wrap on.
I hope that guy wasn't going to put shakes back on that roof.
I heard you say that and I was wondering.
Was going to put them back on?
Well, I hope not, because your insurance is definitely going to go, would go down if you put asphalt on, but maybe it's in a place that they have to replace.
Well, oh, you mean because
almost
of covenants?
Everybody is getting rid of shakes.
Oh, shakes are the lousiest roof in the world.
They are.
You can't get up there and walk on them at all without busting all of them.
Right. And like I say, a fire hazard. In fact, they won't even insure some houses in the mountains if they won't.
Okay, I got to do another short stop here for a minute. Then how much time after that? That's. Joe Lazaro is a criminal defense attorney that I hope you never need, but we don't live in a perfect world. You know, there are cases where you're out on a barbecue, you know, a cookout with the family, and you figure, hey, I just had 2 drinks an hour ago, I can have another one, or whatever. You do a miscalculation. Not everyone who drinks and gets a DUI, not everyone is a hardened drunk. Now, there are some hardened drunks. But no matter what you are, Joseph Lazaro has one thing in mind, and that's protecting you and taking the least amount of damage on your life. Obviously, you want to avoid driving when drinking. Use a designated driver or Uber or Lyft. Now, what if you're accused of shoplifting or you get into a fight with a neighbor? As I said, we live in an imperfect world. He has flat rate pricing, and he'll take care of you. LazaraLegal.com, 2 Z's and 1 R. LazaraLegal.com. On my referral list at referralist.com, 303-429-6200. I'll be right back. I want to hit the head, and I got to run downstairs. 3 weeks ago, I accidentally shoplifted.
Bad man.
I know. I put a pair of long camel locks in my back pocket because my hands were full at Lowe's. I mean, they were sticking way out of my pocket, so it was like I wouldn't try. And
they say something?
The damn alarm thing went off.
What you put in your back pocket?
A pair of channel locks.
Oh, okay.
They're about that long.
They have an alarm on that?
It had an alarm tag on it. It went off, and the lady waved me right on through. You know, oh, go ahead. I go out and get in the car, and I go to sit down, and I go, oops. I thought, nah, I better go back because the video might.
It's not worth it.
Oh, God, no. Yeah, I had my hands full. I just stuck them there to.
Looks like we have extended leg room on the way out there.
You did?
We did. Oh, we did. It's on 75.
How much were the channel locks if they would have a...
Not bad.
Well,
so I think an extra room.
I've seen.
Now, are we going to look at
They
the
must have
ones?
come in a lot.
Well, they were channel lock brand.
Because it's September too, because we can if it's September.
I've seen those tags.
This is September.
Something little stupid tags on like a $2 plumbing part.
We got to check our seminars, to be honest with this, because this is 21st to 27th. That's why we're doing seminars. This will be fun though. Here it'll have Iceland. Got some really good seafood. Because you're right there.
Oh, that's great.
Island.
If you want to lose belly fat, gain energy, strength, and muscle, and look and feel
What are you fighting there?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing.
Oh.
I was just looking at calls coming in.
I don't know what
There. See, what happens sometimes is we ever do this is like that camera there didn't come up, then I got to re-add it. But seems to always happen.
In a hurry, yeah.
Can't help me out with one of those loan issues. I hate their loans.
Without even trying?
You did it.
2 minutes. I did it in 2 minutes. 2 minutes without even trying.
Went in the water fountain?
Without even running. No, I just went outside. Off the patio. No.
Every Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. right here on Talk Radio 630 KHAP. The Consumers Real Estate Show, Saturday mornings at 8 on 630 KHAP. Adults who have crooked teeth and always want.
That's incredible. 2 minutes. All the way down 3rd floor.
That's pretty good.
How come? You can't get to the bathroom here?
The construction's going on.
Oh, it got blocked? Okay.
I wonder where they stuck everybody else that was in those buildings, in those rooms.
The other floors, I guess.
Man, they must have.
It's got it really good.
You know, we really were, though. We were inefficiently spread out. This over the years.
Just got smaller.
Oh, my God, yes.
Where are we going to be?
Don't know. 3rd or 4th.
Somewhere.
First 2 are by someone else's. So I guess we come in the back door.
I don't know when it is.
This is what's going to be fun.
Hey, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Bonnie Shields is with us, attorney at law, about divorce and child custody and support. We have an email question. Bonnie, we have an email question, and it is very simple. Is a separation, can it take the place of a divorce? Is it cheaper? A lot of people do separations. Why? And what are they?
A legal separation?
Yeah, what is a legal separation? How does it differ from a divorce?
Sure. The only difference is that at the end you can't get married again because you're still legally separate. You're still legally married.
But separated.
The steps are the same. If you hire an attorney,
do you get a decree?
You get a decree of legal separation. The steps are identical, so the same amount of time.
What if you want to convert it?
You have to wait 6 months after it's been granted, and then you can convert it easily. Even if only one person wants to turn it into a divorce, it's like a one-page piece of paper you turn in that says, please make this a divorce, and the judge does.
Why do people even do separations?
I found there's about 3 reasons they do it. One is a long-term marriage, like people are in their 70s, and sometimes it's a stepping stone.
It's a psychological thing?
It's a psychological stepping stone. The biggest one, though, is that health insurance. Sometimes, if you're legally separated, you can stay on someone's group health insurance. Give somebody with MS or something like that, or going through cancer treatment, you may want to not get divorced, but have everything else legally all separated. And so that's the other big reason that people do it.
All right, we have more. Let's talk now to Bennett. Bennett, what's going on with you, Bennett?
Hey, Thomas.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Well, I have a lady down at the end of the block.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, they tried to blow out a zone number 5. They didn't do it.
Okay.
The neighbor next
why
door,
number 5?
Pardon?
I mean, why one zone they didn't blow out? They blew out all the rest?
Correct.
Okay.
And anyway, the next door neighbor recommends this guy. He comes out. He changes 4 zone valves out.
Okay, why? Was the zone frozen after they didn't blow it out?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I went down, Tom. I have the same system.
Okay, so why did the service replace 4 heads?
That is my question. But here's the real thing, Tom. The zone 5 that she had problems with, I went down and fixed it on the zone valve that she had called on.
What was the problem?
The problem was she didn't have it adjusted right.
Okay, so this other guy needlessly replaced heads.
In my opinion, he replaced the zone valves. Now, those valves I have in my home, they're less than...
Did he replace valves or heads?
He replaced the valves.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought heads. Okay.
No. And
all right.
he replaced 4 of those.
I got it.
Which.
So did you tell him, or did you tell your neighbor that you don't think she needed it?
Absolutely. And Tom, here's the thing.
All right. So where do we stand? I mean, you're calling for her. Is she upset about it?
Well, you know, Tom, she just lost her husband 2 months ago, so you know where her mind's at.
How much money were these 4 valves?
He charged a total of $700.
Okay. That's not that expensive if he changed out 4 valves. My question to you is, how do you know, since you don't have the old valves, how do you know she didn't need them?
Well, that's a very good question, but Tom, I would stake my life that he did not need to change those. And here's the deal.
Well, it's too late. What does he say when you bring this up?
Well, here's the deal. She called him and said my Zone 5 is not working, and his answer
You mean it didn't work even after he did the valves?
Correct.
Oh, I get it.
His answer was, it's not my expertise.
Okay, hold on a second. What's the name of this place?
It is INCA''S.
I what?
Incas.
Incas?
Incas.
Okay. So where do we stand? She should take him to small claims court. We should call him. I mean, what do you want? At this point, he did 4 valves. It was still broken. You adjusted it. It works. I get it. What do you think should be done? A refund, right?
Well, you know, I can understand his labor, but not for $600. Tom, I can buy those valves for $25 a piece.
Yeah, but you can't do it that way. It's not fair. Okay, so that's $400 in valves. But if you had them done, they marked them up. So we're going to have to say, you know, more than that in valves. You're going to have to say 150, 175 in valves, because no one is going to buy them and just wholesale put them in, not even retail put them in. They're going to mark them up. And then on top of that labor, yes, 700 seems steep to me, but I just can't go back in hindsight now and call. What really concerns me more than anything is that it didn't fix the problem and he wouldn't come back. So that's the thing that bothers me the most.
Well, and in fact is she also called back and said, would you please send me an invoice of the parts, the cost, and your labor? They hung up on her.
Okay, so we have established that this place sucks.
And Tom, in my opinion, they
reek
this lady off.
Okay, Incas. But what do we do now? We warn others. Jerry, you have a question for Bonnie Shields. Go ahead, Jerry.
Hi, my question is concerning parental alienation and how much.
Oh my God, I get this question at least 3 times a month.
Okay, what's the question?
Well, the question about what do you do about a parent who's turning the kids against you, Jerry?
Well, my question is how much consideration will the judge? I'm in Colorado Springs, and we don't have a separate family court. The judges down here work on all cases, including family court. So when I'm about to go to court, how much consideration will the judge, you think, take into facts concerning parental alienation?
Jerry, how old's the child?
I have 3 boys, and 2 out of the 3 were kept from me over several months, and she was in contempt for parenting time. And once we went to court and the judge said send them back to my house is when she really turned it up. And so 2 relationships out of my 3 boys are completely deteriorated to where I've been in counseling with these boys for weeks on end and no progress. The mother has canceled counseling. We're going back to court for more contempt charges. Just kind of at my wit's end. And I don't
know. What do you do? Like, that's a...
Yeah, what do you do? I mean, how do you...
Bonnie, what do you do with...
Well, you've got some good things on your side. First of all, in Colorado Springs, and I practice mostly in the Denver area, but sometimes I was just recently in El Paso. There's one, it's a lady judge down there. She's been on the bench 25 years, and she knows what she's talking about. So just because they have what's called a diversified docket, where they take other kinds of cases too, doesn't mean they don't know their thing and that they haven't been educated on things like parental alienation.
Yeah, okay, but what is there a real thing, and do judges take it into consideration?
Judges do. It was a hot topic a few years ago. Now it's on the, it's been, trying to think, there's another term it's sort of replaced by now. So people aren't, like attorneys aren't really using that term. But what it means is when one parent is disparaging the other to such an extent that they're influencing children's relationship.
Okay.
But you're in the best place you are. You're in counseling with these kids. And you've got a counselor. Does a counselor think that these kids are being alienated?
100%.
Then why not have her testify?
Well, it's hard to find a counselor that will actually take the time to go to court.
Well, you don't need to do that. It's called a subpoena.
Yeah.
You subpoena her. I mean, I would politely ask ahead of time, but if she says no, and the other thing you could
do, it's in the kid's best interest.
Right, and they don't like to take a bunch of time out of their day because they miss clients. So what you can do is you can file a motion to let them testify by phone, and I've not seen a judge turn that down as long as it's done in advance. So you wouldn't really take a lot of time out of his or her day, but if that person testifies on your behalf, you're going to see that reflected in the court's orders for sure. They listen to people like that.
Okay, Jerry, that's really what you have to do. You have to take it one step at a time. You know, this topic, though, is coming up a lot. There are parents that just downgrade or denigrate. They just say terrible things about parents and get the kids to hate them. I mean, and I think there should be penalties for it. 303-713-8255.
Sponsored by Farmers Insurance.
We are farmers.
Unfortunately, sometimes they miss years and years with their parents. I just went to a class last week and they had a whole section on this. I just can't remember, there's a new term. They don't use information anymore. The term is now passe. It all means the same thing, you know? Like we're not allowed to use the word custody. They don't use that word. That's just taken
How's
out
your
of
move
statute
going?
like 15 years
It's all
ago.
done, just about.
I did it all in a week.
We all call
You
it
did it all,
custody.
that's because you are a
Who's got the
minimalist.
kids? That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not.
We all know what that means.
I kept 20 years worth of stuff.
But it was because it sounds like property.
My house is completely gone.
You know what I did?
Yeah,
Gave away a
you
lot
know,
of stuff. It's done.
We all know what it means.
I know.
So we're done.
Common sense, you know?
Yeah. I'm going through right now. I had all my repairs, everything lined up before I moved in.
That's good.
All implant. Okay, guys. Budget A1 Transmission and Auto Repair. They have the best transmission diagnostic service ever. It's free. Now, this is not a trick. This is not a gimmick. This is real. Even if they do this and you decide not to have the work done, it's free. And what do? They remove the transmission and open it up and lay out the parts and give you an exact diagnostic. No matter what you decide, it's free. 303-781-9858. The best. 303-981-9858. Budget A1 Transmission and Auto Repair.
There's nothing like meeting face to face, and there's nothing like Zoom to make that happen. Zoom lets you
Feel better
connect
with your
your
leg?
business across town or around
That's
the world.
well, my
Zoom ties
broken
together
back,
all of your
he's
phones.
really doing
He
well.
was out 6 months
Compared to what he was.
Conferencing, phone calls, group
Oh
chat,
my God.
webinars,
The nerve.
interconference.
We didn't know it was my back.
Connect
I
easily
thought something wrong
from
with my
anywhere.
stomach, 'cause that's
Your
what
mobile
hurt.
phone, your laptop,
The
or
nerve
conference
in
room.
my back went into my
Zoom is
stomach.
boom
So just
digital.
telling you,
Get you
How
started
did you
now
break
at
it?
Zoom.com
I'm loading
today.
a stupid antique stove off the trailer. Guy behind me tripped.
Yeah, but you've always had trouble, though, right?
For some reason,
Could you have a mild break before that, and that just exacerbated it?
Well, the
Because
first
you've
time I
always
broke my back was the first time I broke my back was on a ski jump. Watched ski. I had a canoe. Broke my neck and back.
A ski jump. Oh, a ski.
You were jumping over that shark tank.
Yeah. Doing a Fonzie. Yeah.
Fell in the shark tank, got bit by a shark.
Now you have the pellets, man. You're gonna be a new man.
Well, I've been doing for 10, 15 years done testosterone shots because they really help the way you feel. Your general health is better. You heal better. I need to heal more because I've been so banged up. I've been struck by lightning.
Really? Man, you had it all.
Yeah.
Carolyn made the switch.
Scars
God
here,
almighty.
shark.
Make the switch
I have the shark bit. Anyway, I just
nicotine is an
for whatever reason.
Things happen.
Well,
Mark, you forgot that
I put
Clint was
myself
bit by a shark and struck by lightning.
There's nothing coming to me.
God, I missed him.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
We miss you, Clint.
I miss
No one
Andrew.
has the stories. No one.
Optima for a
Still jading.
And, you know, I don't seem to have to do anything. When I got struck by lightning, I was standing in my garage.
It just happens, huh?
It hit the gutter and hit the door.
I'm gonna have to get away from you a little bit here. I mean, something is wrong.
He has the weirdest experiences. My God.
So how did it feel?
What's that?
To be struck by
You
lightning?
weren't directly struck, right?
No, it was an indirect strike. Hit the gutter, the garage door, and then
you felt a shock.
I was out.
It knocked you on your ass.
Yeah, I was
So you didn't
passed
feel
out on the
nothing?
floor. Huh?
Did you have a burn anywhere specific?
Oh yeah, blew both my big toenails off. They never grew back.
Jesus, come on!
They look really weird. It's got to go out somewhere. It comes in, it has to go out. And you're lucky if it goes out, if the injury is it goes out, because if it goes in, I would have had a bad injury to my head. You know, like lose hearing or whatever.
So it went through your head?
Yeah, I went through. You know what? We don't know where it went.
Yeah, there's no way of knowing.
Yeah, I don't know where it went.
But it came out your toe.
Yeah, it came out my
How do you know it didn't go in the toe?
I don't know. Maybe it did. I don't know. They just thought that was what happened.
And you've been bit by a shark too?
Yeah, but you know that it's not that weird a story.
Was it a small one?
Well, we were feeding little 3-footers at a scuba thing. There was a whole bunch of little 3-foot sharks.
Yeah.
We wanted to feed them. And the guy did not tell me to don't take a big piece of fish. So I took a fish head out of the thing rather than all the little pieces. When you take a big piece out, you get a big fish. You get a big shark. And it just got me on the
How big?
I never saw it.
You passed out?
No, it was underwater.
That's when the lightning struck.
It was underwater. I just came up and grabbed my hand and pulled me down. You know,
and you went, and you let go of the thing?
Yeah, that's one of them there.
Did you let go of the fish and then you got away, or did it have your arm?
It got the fish out of my hand, but it got my wrist.
And it took a chunk, or what?
I got a jagged thing there from the teeth and on the side over here.
So you went like this right away?
You know, you say you think of what you might have done, and these things happen. They happen quick. You don't remember what happened. Just all of a sudden something hurt like hell. I go, what the hell? And then all of a sudden, because it was right here.
And then your wife woke you up from the drunken stupor.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. We had 30 people scattering out of the water because now the water's full of blood.
Oh my God.
And so they were scared. They warned people if they got any cuts or anything, you know, got any blood in the water. God, do not. So anyway.
Was this off of Mexico?
Yeah.
Hi, Tom Martino. Tonight, Become the Banker Seminar, 6:30. And if you want to call ahead, you should. In fact, you must. And there's no obligation. 303-779-6600. Tom's got a comment on parental alienation. We've been talking about. Bonnie Shields is with us, our family law attorney. This has become more and more frequent that I hear complaints from a mom or a dad saying the other parent is just, they're just downing me and killing me in front of the kids. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, hi, Tom. So I myself have gone through it as well. But one thing that I think is really, first and foremost, is kids really need to be put first, and that's one thing that I think is quickly pushed to the back burner because parents are so emotionally invested and they've got their own motives, not realizing the damage that they're doing to the kids. But
well, it's mostly anger doing it, you know, and especially, here's what I found. When there's cheating involved, oh, my God, when there's infidelity involved, they make the leap. If you are not honest or forthright or loyal when it comes to being a partner, you can't possibly be a good parent.
Sure, of course. But when you do attack a parent, that's a direct assault on a child because children identify through their parents. So if you say anything negative about the parent, that is a direct assault right then and there on that kid.
And it is. And how many times have you heard that? Or you're just like your dad, or you're just like your mom, or...
And as difficult as it is, Tom, even during those tough times, it's really important to try to look for and compliment and praise the other parent to that child. That's right. Because that's what lift them. And that's
if it's due, yes. You can't make things up. If you got a crackhead mom, you can't say, oh, isn't she nice, those rotten teeth. Yeah.
It can be something as simple as, you know, you got gorgeous hair like your mom. Or,
that's right. That's right.
You guys are both great dancers. You know,
there are sometimes, I believe, where you must point out, now just because daddy has 50 women in the house, you know, that doesn't mean it's right. I mean, they're really, if the other parent does show really bad judgment, I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to teach your child what's right.
Right and wrong, sure.
Without
absolutely.
saying, you know, you don't say your dad's a cad, he's a bum, you know, he doesn't care where he does it. You can say things like, you know, honey, I try to teach you a different way than dad, and while you may observe, because these kids are young enough, but they'll tell you, they know what multiple partners are, and you say, now, while he's doing that, you know, he's going through some stuff now, and that doesn't mean it's good. You can say things like that.
Right, absolutely. Well, something else too, Tom, this is kind of on the same topic, is I did go through a kind of like a divorce. We were engaged, we were not married, but my fiance told the judge that through her attorney suggestions, she started referring to me as her husband. I thought, well, that's really weird. I looked at my attorney while we were having trial, and I said, she's never referred to me like that before. And my attorney said, oh, no, I think I know what they're doing. So anyway.
Yeah, they wanted to establish common law.
Yep. But the thing is, we were not common law because the only thing that we had is we lived together for 6 months, and you have to have several that are established in order to meet common law. We didn't.
Right, that's right. You have well, actually, you only need one, but
now, Tom, all you have to say is, and I guess I don't know if it was our case because of it, and this just happened about 2 years ago, but all you have to say is, I thought we were married, and that in itself.
I don't know, Bonnie. What do you think?
That's not true. That's
it is now. If you look up our case, and now it's
wait. If someone said, I thought I was married, that doesn't establish a marriage. What it does is it might trigger the judge to look further.
Well, the judge came up with a date. She said, well, okay, I think you guys were married, so I'll just...
But it wasn't based only on her saying, I think we were married.
Right, because it takes two to think that they're married to make a common law marriage.
Yeah.
You have to have both people thinking the same thing or acting out.
If she said, I think we were married, and Tom over here put me on his insurance at the same time, that's different. There must have been extenuating circumstances because, Tom, one person cannot simply declare you married. Otherwise, you'd have me and not me, but guys going up to a billionaire woman saying, hey, I think we're married. You know, I mean, it's like, you know.
Tom, she must have taken some other evidence and found that there was
Don't you think there was something else, Tom?
She signed a piece of paper, and she wrote my last name on it, and the judge allowed that as evidence. But that
well, where was that? What was it?
Well, we have a daughter together, but still, that
okay,
was
wait. What was the? Where did she sign her name as yours?
She had.
What was the document?
It was a magazine subscription.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought it was maybe more serious. There must have been some other evidence. Anyway, we have more questions, answers, referrals, all of that coming up. You stick around.
You hear a lot of celebrity endorsements.
I've heard like joint accounts and stuff.
Yeah, they could be. Yeah. Hold on. If it's a joint account and you list her as your wife, you can have a joint account without being married.
Oh, yeah.
There's a list of things to look at. The biggest one is tax returns. That's the biggest
health
one.
insurance.
Listing on your health
Turn off the
insurance,
audio for a second, okay?
Equal opportunity lender regulated by DORA.
Even your
NMLS
auto insurance.
136756 for terms and conditions. Call 844-45-IDEAL.
If there's a time in your life when you should have it all, it's in retirement. APO Financial believes you shouldn't have to worry about your money in retirement. If the thought of losing it or running out is impacting your happiness, you have the wrong plan. At APO Financial, their name has the word protect in it, so they'll start by protecting your assets. They'll seek out growth opportunities that go beyond the traditional asset classes, like Opportunity Zone investing, where you can make money and potentially eliminate your capital gains taxes. At APO Financial, their sole mission is to help you achieve your retirement goals. And as fiduciaries, you can be confident that they'll always put your best interest first. If you're ready for your lifetime of hard work to start working hard for you, it's time for you to schedule your complimentary review. Call APO Financial today at 720-588-2000 or learn more at apofinancial.com. That's apofinancial.com.
You just made us all witnesses, you know, Tom.
Oh, but I truly don't care. I mean, what we're considering. I just didn't want us getting involved in outside shit for no reason.
Hey, we got a listener from Israel.
Really?
Yeah. Shlomo.
I got a friend of mine.
Shlomo. Are you listening?
Shalomo.
Watching you daily
So
from
does
Israel.
does it mean peace? Shalomo? What? Let's pick. What language would that be? Hebrew.
I'm sure it's
Hebrew. Hebrew.
I'm gonna do Google Translate. See what is. It should. Isn't shalom?
Shalom is
Wait. SCH.
No, I'm sorry, SHLOMO.
Oh, that's not shalom. I thought shalom. Okay, that's different.
Yeah, and now we find out it wasn't true at all. That
What?
They didn't even know each other.
Just a whirlwind.
They just met. Yeah, now we just found it.
Oh, you know what Shlomo means?
Bad that we don't get it.
Peaceable.
You know?
Peaceable?
It's a common Hebrew name. Shlomo. They also, that's also what they call it when you slow down movies. Shlomo.
Like, within a week. It was a gut reaction.
I'm going to use the restroom.
2 weeks, and I
Shlomo. That
Yeah.
with this. Well, I hope the marriage works out. That's.
Yeah. My dad's 91. My mom died when she was 56. He's never remarried.
Your electricity bill?
Never had any.
Water.
But that's for me. That's the natural state of me being is married. So I could see it happening to me marrying somebody right away.
That's his. It was his deal. Yeah.
His deal must not have been married. Mine, I don't know. We're all different.
It helps soothe that big hole in his heart.
Anyway, I've learned a whole
Yeah,
bunch
but
about
that's
this.
okay though.
I had all my teeth pulled and had all this bone grafting done.
solar, but
Your sinus
stuff like that
cavity
doesn't
is
justify
top.
it.
Doesn't justify
If you have longer teeth like mine, they go up into the sinus cavity. And you can get away with that, but you can't get away with unnatural implants going up into it. They'll get infected.
Yeah.
And so they have to fill that sinus cavity with bone. So you have something to anchor to. It's not never a problem with bones. But, oh man, that bone
You've done it. Oh my
grafting.
God.
Use the app to access roadside assistance.
I did not do well.
Oh my.
Did that hurt?
I swelled up.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, but now I go back August 9th and they put all the implants in and they stitch it back shut again. So and they let those heal in the bones, and then I go back 5 months after that and they put the new implants in. The implants that they've had recently are bolted in. You can't take them out. You know, they feel just like real teeth because they're anchored to the bone.
Yeah.
But when they did those, if they brought the thing down, you know, you still have to have a plastic piece holding the teeth in. If they brought that right down tight on the gums, which is where it should be, you could get a feed cottage. It would be painful, and you couldn't get it out, and you had to go to the dentist. People are going to the dentist once a month to get food uncovered from in between there. So then they started gapping them on purpose so you could water pick it, clean it out. But then food went in there every time you ate. So they still had a problem.
How about you?
So now they just changed them to where they're on the snaps.
I like you.
Real hard snaps, but you can snap it out yourself, rinse it, snap it back in. So I'm glad I waited as long as I waited for the new technology.
Well, but they're anchored to the bone. You don't snap the teeth out, do you?
The teeth are similar to a denture, but they're real minimal about the denture. You know, they have stuff going clear from the roof of your mouth.
Well, Parker has their own.
On a full implant called all on four, you got all your teeth on 4 implants. Anyway, on all or 4, because all your bite is bearing on those implants which are on bone, it feels like real teeth. If you get a single implant, you can't tell the difference between it and a regular tooth.
Shlomo said it's Hebrew for Solomon.
Huh?
It's Hebrew for Solomon.
It means peaceful, Shlomo.
That's he says. So Solomon.
Did you see what he did in this bottle?
You went ahead.
What does that look like?
Where did you?
He can't go down that far.
You haven't heard that people actually drink their urine?
Oh, I saw that.
That's terrible.
Did you see that in the news?
For
health reasons?
It's such bullshit. I've heard it before, but it's such a.
Because they would have dehydrated on.
But supposedly the legend and the myth of it being healthy is wrong.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't do it.
How could it be healthy?
You say a Siberian hunter? Is that where you got it from?
I can't remember where I got it. I got that through the internet.
So a bear apparently attacked him, broke his back, drug him to his den, he said he was there for 30 days and he lived by drinking his urine.
Wow.
In the cave? Why'd the bear drag him there? For
They said
company?
because sometimes bears do that and let the food decompose and they come back later and eat it.
But how do you generate enough urine if you keep drinking it? Is it
The guy said that wouldn't happen. He would have dehydrated himself by drinking his own urine.
Yeah.
He said he might have ate some icicles or something like that.
Right.
Slow-mo.
I can't imagine sitting around waiting.
Slow-mo.
He says you saved him a bunch of money on an AC contract.
Hey.
He paid and then died.
I've had enough crap.
Let's see that touchdown again in slow-mo.
So what is that? That's the thing is that looks like a photo, right? What? The ball that was the owl.
I don't say owl.
Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Hello, Tom Martino here. This is the Troubleshooter Show, and we are here to serve you. That's what we call this. It's my service by recovering money and helping people with exchanges, refunds, and services. Suzanne is having that dentistry done. That beautiful dentistry she was having done, some cosmetic dentistry. Well, she's getting her permanents in, and it really made a big difference. So Mark's on the phones. So if someone appears rude or impatient.
Hey.
Mark is doing a great job, by the way.
Damn right.
303-713-TALK. Bonnie Shields is with us, attorney at law for family law. You know what that is, right? So if you have any questions, we do have some emails. And then we have Become the Banker, which is one of our favorite safe conservative investments for putting away money for tax-free growth. And if you do it right, tax-free income. And then let's talk to you about your problems. Let's get right to it, okay? Now, Samantha, this is a very odd problem. Go ahead, Samantha. What's happening?
A couple weeks ago, I took my daughter to the pediatrician, and she's had an ongoing ear infection for about 4 or 5 months. She's only 16 months old.
Okay.
They told me that after the third visit, that if it did not clear up, they would give her a shot of antibiotics. It has not cleared up. I called to make the appointment today. The last time I was there, they took me in. I was the first patient there.
Yes.
By the time I left, the whole waiting room was full.
Now, by the way, is this your first child?
It's my second child.
And where's the second child? With you?
Yes, she's with me.
How old is she?
My first one is 15 years old, and my second one is 16 months old.
Gotcha. Okay. So what's going on?
Doctors, when Baby was first born, doctors said her being 6 pounds, 1 ounce was too small. They had me fatten her up. She is now a 34-pound baby.
34 at 16 months? That's not terrible. I mean, I guess that is big, though. Yeah, it is.
That's huge.
Yeah, it is. You're right. Because 40 pounds, you're right.
She is in a size 4 to 6 in girl clothes. I can't buy toddler clothes for her.
How'd you fatten her up?
They had me add a quarter more scoop of formula to
But you were following doctor's orders.
Yes, I was. And
so now what? By the way, are you overweight?
No, I am not overweight.
Okay. Go ahead.
So
how about your 15-year-old? Is your 15-year-old overweight?
Yes, she is. And
okay.
How about the husband?
No. I'm just curious, Mark, to see if it's anything to do with genetics or whatever. But
my first daughter's father is a big guy. From your mom.
Okay.
My mother had her for a while, and that's why she's kind of heavier set. My mother's a bigger woman.
Okay, so where are we going with this? What happened? You took her to the doctor. She's 34 pounds. They said she was a little overweight, so you cut back?
Now they want me to put her on a diet.
Okay.
Because now she's obese. She will not walk because she is overweight and she has something wrong with her.
Now, Samantha, when you look at her, do you see an overweight child?
I want to see a picture.
Yeah, I do.
See an overweight child, yes, I do.
Okay, and did you recognize this before they told you?
We were recognizing this, that she was getting extremely too big. But because doctor said there was nothing wrong and she was perfectly fine, I kept following doctor's orders.
So where do we stand now? How can we help you? What happened?
When I called doctors today to check out my baby for her ear infection she's had for 5 months, that they just keep putting her on the same antibiotics, will not clear it up. They called me back to tell me they refuse to see my daughter, that she is no longer a patient there, and that they refuse to give me my daughter's medical records.
They can't refuse that.
They told me I cannot give my daughter's medical records.
Well, they're wrong. I don't know how and why they said that, honest to God. Now, do you owe any money?
No, I do not owe any money. They also told me that they called Medicaid to let them know that I no longer am allowed to see that doctor's office.
Well, go to another one. They can refuse you. Like, we have plenty of patients that are refused for different reasons. Some are they can't do it for certain reasons. Like, you can't refuse to see someone if it illegally discriminates. But you can refuse to see someone because they're difficult, or if they don't get vaccinations and you think they should, or they don't agree with you and you think they should. I mean, doctors can actually do that. They can say, well, we have a different philosophy here. Now, Bonnie, you know that, right? I mean, you can't force a doctor to see someone.
No. You can't force them. Wouldn't you want to change anyway? Cause this doctor apparently isn't being very creative in trying to solve your daughter's ear infection. That's dangerous for that to go on that long.
They don't even want to solve my daughter's leg issue. She has a bone spur on her leg to where she won't even walk on that leg really much.
You need some help for sure. And your daughter is overweight severely, and I think you know that. Have you cut her back?
I have been trying to do everything that I can to do with her. But because she is up to this weight and her stomach is to that point where it accepts all that, and when I try to cut her back, she screams and screams and cries to where
but you can do, if she got used to the feeding, you can do lower calorie formulas.
Slim Fast.
You can do lower calorie formulas. Don't listen to him. I don't know if Slim Fast would be good for a baby, but
she drinks regular milk, and they want me to take her milk away from her.
Well, you got to listen to them.
Milk's high in sugar. It's really not good for you.
No, it's not. And really, you got to listen to the doctors. You're going to end up with an obese girl for life if that happens.
And see, that's what they told me. They explained to me after my daughter was obese that if it would have been breast milk, she would have lost it a lot quicker. But because it's formula, it's going to be really difficult for her to lose that weight.
It sounds, though, like they have her interest at heart.
To a point. The leg issue is part of why she's so
to kind of a point.
Yeah, I hear you. And I heard the other one now. Is that your mom?
That is her aunt.
Okay, listen, here's the thing. You don't want to see any pediatricians that don't want to see your daughter. Do you know what I think, though? They could be afraid, Samantha. They could be afraid of legal issues because they're thinking, wait a minute, the girl has an ear infection, she has a bad leg, she's overweight. We don't want to be held responsible for any of this. They could just be saying, you know what, this is a difficult case. Not that you're difficult, just that it's a challenge, and maybe they don't want the challenge. You're on Medicaid, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, well, there are plenty of great doctors. Oh, my God. Are you in Denver?
Yes.
Denver Health. Do you know Medicaid and Denver Health is one of the best systems in the country?
Yes, my mother takes all the other kids there.
Oh, wonderful people. So I would just do that. And if you were calling to find out, can they do that? Yeah, they probably can, Samantha. They can't do it for illegal reasons. Did they give you a reason, by the way?
Oh, they did not give me a reason at all. They just said that the owner and the the doctor said that I no longer can bring my daughter to that office and that I cannot get my daughter's medical records from them.
That part, by the way, that part is wrong.
It doesn't make any sense.
But the part about taking her somewhere else, they can ask you to do that. The part about withholding records, when you get to the new pediatrician, they're going to have you sign a request for records. If that clinic gives them any trouble at all, you call us back. Now, technically, they should give them to you, too. They should not refuse. I think what they're saying is, you know, give us a new clinic and we'll transfer them. That's what I think. I don't know, but
They told me that I could not at all get my daughter's medical records. That
And maybe they're afraid of the kid's well-being,
Wait.
Tom. Maybe there's something more to this.
No, they would have reported her if that. Here's what I want to know. Did they say even if you get a new clinic, a new pediatrician, they're not going to share the record?
They said that I had to get a doctor to get her records.
Okay, that's their, listen, technically, that is not required, but if that's what they want, you need another doctor anyway, dear. So just do it and call us. Samantha, we'll help you, but right now, you just don't have a problem except for some jerks, okay? Gabe, you have a comment or question on that common law marriage?
Yeah, Tom, how you doing? Hey,
Good.
I'm 60 years old right now. When I was 18 years old, my girlfriend back then, at that time, we had 2 kids. My boy doesn't go out to my last name, but my daughter does. Because when he's in the recovery room, the doctors told me, okay, go downstairs and take care of the paperwork and all that.
What paperwork? What paperwork?
Put my name as the father.
You
and
put
next
your.
You know, my daughter has my last name.
So Gabe,
And right now, I'm
Gabe,
married.
Hold on. 18 years ago, you said, or when you were 18, right?
When I was 18.
Okay, hold on. There was okay, just one thing at a time. The daughter was born, and you put yourself down as dad. Is that right?
Right.
Okay. Were you, in fact, the dad?
Yeah.
Okay. Then what are you calling about? What is the problem now?
I'm married now 21 years to another person.
Okay.
That girl's, and that doesn't make me common law married back then, does it?
No. Being a biological parent does not make you married.
Even if she's going by my last name?
What were you doing back then? Did you both consider yourself married?
No.
Tom, it sounds like his daughter used his last name. That doesn't make him married.
No.
If the mother of the child used his last name, then you need to follow up on that. But
did the mother use your name, Gabe?
No.
Okay.
No.
Gabe, and why are you concerned? Is anyone trying to come after you?
No, I just hear about this. I don't want them to come after me. Oh, that's a felony.
No, but however, they could have come after you for child support.
I ain't done with that. I'm done with all that.
Oh, you did pay. You paid child support.
Yeah, I paid it all off.
Okay. Do you have a relationship with the girl?
Yeah.
Good.
Sure.
Okay, great. No, Gabe, you're fine.
Sponsored by Farmers Insurance.
30 pounds or 34. That's a big baby.
Well, that's not overweight.
Well, they said the average is
That's not
21.
overweight. Why they don't hear the
For what
It's too short.
That's a lot of weight. That's a lot. Yeah, especially their name.
Too short.
I don't know. What is the third?
It's
22 pounds.
21, but
Normal.
the 16 months.
Yeah, 22 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's 50% overweight.
But yeah, when you're that small,
That's what I mean.
that's half her body weight again.
Denver Health and University Hospital are the premier, and they're Medicaid. I don't understand why she would fight
Go
it.
to somebody else,
Yeah, why she would fight this. You've got some great facilities.
I think she's pissed.
Yeah, she's got denied. So she's upset about it. Rejected.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance, exchange sex and it's not available.
So they blocked the citizenship question. Let's talk about Fix-It 24/7, the premier company for plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains. As I told you before, I've known George, the owner, since he was young. And he was an electrician, master electrician. He bought this company because he wanted to provide the best services for plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and yes, they do drain cleaning as well. Now, this is what I love about Fix-It. Everything is up front. Every price is given up front, and you only pay when you're 100% satisfied. They guarantee all work, and they have predictable diagnostic fees. $39 to find any problem, no matter how long it takes. Listen, if somebody says it's a free call and all of that, beware. They're going to try to sell you something. With Fix-It, it's $39, and they're satisfied with that. If you want to have the work done, they apply the $39. Fix-It 24/7. The website, fixmyhome.com. I've known these guys since George took over. It's the company I use. You should too. The $39 people, 720-526-3939.
$39 my dad.
Hey, by the way, I
air conditioner.
used Simply Floors.
Nothing in the case.
I love them.
For the carpet on my own. I'm gonna rent it.
Somebody opened the
They
case.
did a good job. They gave me a pretty fair price, too.
Yeah, did you do the in-home appointment?
Yeah, they came
Wonder
out.
why it wouldn't work.
It was phenomenal.
Wow.
Simply Floors.
They actually stole it out of his.
Took the case off, took the compressor and all the guts out of the air conditioner, put the case in.
Long.
Rescheduled.
That means they would
Okay, guys.
They
The
did.
Raleigh House. That is a local premier addiction treatment facility. I say premier. That doesn't necessarily mean expensive. Listen, these things cost what they cost. What your concern should be is how do they operate. The Raleigh House wants you to be fully informed at all times with all decisions concerning addiction treatment, whether it's prescription drugs, whether it's alcohol, illegal drugs. TheRaleighHouse.com. They've established this community number so you could call free of charge anytime you need information, whether you're an addict or affected by an addict. 720-730-9722. Ask about specific treatments for specific addictions. Ask about insurance. Ask about other programs. Ask about anything to do at all with addiction treatment. 720-730-9722.
Probably been like,
Oh, it looks like braille for you. It looks like braille from here.
Hey, maybe the enlightening do something with your eyesight. No, that's just a something for the holiday inn. See?
You see that hole right there?
What hole?
Oh, scar right there.
Oh no.
2 holes, 2 fingers.
Was that where the shark?
That's a mama wolf.
A wolf also got in.
A wolf?
Oh my God! A wolf, a shark.
We were
You were bit by a wolf?
Yeah, on Ride to Rocky.
He was bit by a wolf too, not just a shark. He was bit by a wolf and struck
Oh
by
my
lightning.
God! No kidding.
On Ride to Rockies in 2002.
Yeah.
We were in Durango, and Durango has that wolfing project where they're breeding all those dogs back to wolves.
Why?
To get rid of hip dysplasia and cataracts and all the problems in a lot of dogs.
But don't they destroy the breed?
Apparently, I got to look more into it. There's a whole bunch of them around there. Anyway, there's kids in Safeway stores selling hybrid wolf pups. Wow. And they were cute as hell.
Oh, yeah.
And I picked one up, and it was okay. When I put it back, Mama didn't like me handling it.
Wow. Was the mama a hybrid?
Mama's purebred wolf. So the pups
Was she
were
pretty?
half.
Was she pretty?
She was beautiful.
Yeah.
And the pups were just gorgeous. I don't think you're allowed to have half. I think they're so considered.
Wow, that's amazing. I didn't know that.
A wolf hybrid.
I didn't know that. That is amazing.
Well, a lot of German shepherds are used to seeing eye dogs, and then they go blind.
Yeah.
He just got back from Italy. Marco. HomeLoans.com.
And hip dysplasia and all these.
Bonnie Shields with us from referralist.com. She does family law. We also have becomethebanker.info. That's where you see a video of this from me. They have a seminar tonight at 6:30, and you can sign up there. Hey, Penny, she slipped, she fell at Popeye Chicken. Let's talk about it. Then Bill's got a comment on medical records. Let's talk to Penny. Now, Penny,
yes,
what happened?
I went to Popeyes. I had my 2 children with me. I sent my little boy inside to wait in the line with a big line. As soon as we get closer, I come out the car. I was parked right in the front, and the pavement has a little bit like an inch before you get to the door, and my shoe caught right there.
Your shoe caught, okay. Your shoe caught on pavement, and what happened?
And I fall on my face.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Now, there's a few things I want to ask. Do you have injuries?
Yes, sir. My nose broke, a big bump on my head, and my left knee is very bad, swollen, black and blue.
Did you go to a doctor?
I did. I went to the emergency room. Yesterday I went to my regular doctor, and today I'm planning to go to the ear and throat doctor and for the nose.
Now, Penny, the fact that you fell doesn't automatically mean someone is responsible. Sometimes it does.
specifically when it comes to slips and falls, when we talk about this, it's usually under this general heading of premises liability. You've heard of that?
Yes, sir.
Let's talk to an expert about it and see what he thinks. I'd like to know what elements you need to show negligence.
Hey, Penny, real quick, tell Tom what you told me the other day.
As I went to enter the door, the cement, the level, has an extra, like about 1 inch higher from the regular pavement. That's where my shoe...
I understand, but did an employee tell you something?
Oh, yeah, I had the witness and I had the manager telling the witness that many people had fallen in the same place.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but they told my daughter, because I got the witness name and the manager's name, and the ambulance took me away.
Okay, hold on. Marco Bendinelli is on our referral list at referralist.com, and we use him as an expert for many areas, especially like medical malpractice, but I'd like to ask his opinion on this. What has to be there for it to be premises liability a viable case?
Well, you know, it depends on the standard. It depends on what class.
On what?
But she's an invitee.
Okay.
So they need to protect her from dangers of which they knew or reasonably should have known.
Okay.
Existed.
So if, in other words, if it's something that somebody just spilled something like a minute ago, or if it's something that just happened, but what is that standard they should have known? What do you mean?
Well, you know, I mean, with reasonable diligence in, you know, they should know of every danger that's on their property. On a front door, they should know.
Okay,
you know,
especially, did you hear?
Did the witness hear the manager say many people have fallen there?
Yes.
Because, you know, the most three important things in real estate: location, location, location. The most three important things in a premises liability case is notice, notice, notice.
What does that mean?
So that means if they knew, if there had been other people falling there, that's a problem for them.
Okay, now.
Because they had notice, Tom.
Who heard the manager say that?
The witness who talked to my daughter, she stayed behind. I went to the emergency room. She told us what the manager told her.
Okay, now, Penny.
Yes, sir.
Have you contacted them?
No, they contact me.
What did they say?
Evening.
What did they say?
From
Did they say we want to talk to you and it's going to be recorded?
No, they didn't tell me that. No, they didn't tell me that.
Did they talk to you?
Yeah, this person talked to me.
For how long?
In 24 hours, somebody will call me.
How long did they take on the phone with you?
How about 7 minutes?
And what did they say?
They were asking me that keep my receipts when I go to the hospitals and different things what I need. And I told them that I have insurance because they will cover all my hospital needs. It's my suffering, you know. And she said in 24 hours somebody will contact you. They haven't contacted me yet.
You should not really talk to them about your pain and suffering. In fact, we don't know if you have pain or suffering. I'm not suggesting you do. What I'm saying is you should never really talk to them because their whole purpose is to trick you. I don't care what anyone says, that's the purpose. The adjuster or whoever handles this from the insurance will try to minimize the claim. Now, perhaps you don't have a claim. But what I am saying is, even if you do have a claim, their purpose will be to trick you. Marco, I don't know. How do you feel about that?
You know, I'm just glad you said that, Tom, because, you know, coming from a lawyer, people say, oh, you're just being paranoid. You know?
But it happens. No, they are trained. They'll say things like, now, Penny, looking back at this, do you think if you were looking down, you could have avoided it? You know, they'll say something, or do you think you would, if you went in there, it would happen to you 100% of the time, or do you think there's a chance it was your fault? You know, they'll ask stupid questions. Have you ever fallen before? You know, you don't even know why they're asking certain questions.
I have been in the same place many times.
Okay.
So
You know, you don't sound like somebody trying to make trouble. You sound like you were injured and you want to know what the heck's going on.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's why you should talk to someone off the air. Hold on. What were you going to say, Mark?
It's crazy. She broke her face. She's got a knee injury. She's got all kinds of injuries. I would say that it's very possible that her face is Marco's case.
Marco, he took that line.
Listen, Tom, tell him he's had too much sleep.
Yeah. But Penny, how old are you?
67.
Okay. Hold on. Mark will try to hook you up here. By the way, Marco's on the referral list, referralist.com, 1-800-ATTORNEY. God, can you imagine getting that number? Bill's got a comment on medical records. Go ahead, Bill.
Hey, last time I was at my primary doctor's office, which was right at a year ago, he told me when he switched clinics to get his personal records, of his patients, he had to take the clinic to court to get them.
Well, that's ridiculous. I mean, that might be, hold on, that's a different reason. He's asking for not his records.
Oh, I know, his own personal.
His own, not, when you say his personal, you mean his medical record of his illnesses and injuries?
No, of his patients.
They're not his records. They're their records. Medical records belong to the patients.
Yeah, but I've been going to this guy for 33 years.
I understand that, Bill, but they belong to you. Now, you could request them and give them to him, but technically, they should not just give out those records to other doctors, even if it's your doctor. You shouldn't get involved in that one, except you are allowed to ask for your own records. 303-713-TALK. Carmen, what's going on with you?
Oh, hi, Tom.
Hi, Carmen.
Big fan. I was at one. I'd like to get your opinion or some guidance. My malfunction light came on in my Volkswagen last week, and I took it into Larry H. Miller Lakewood.
How old is your VW?
It's a 2009.
An 09 VW, okay.
I took it in. They said, malfunction. They plugged it in diagnostics test. They said it was the EGR, I believe EGR light, and that they were going to order a kit and have it replaced because that was part of the recall from the Volkswagen's emissions a couple of years ago. So they said, it's no cost to you. We're going to take care of it. So they had my car for a couple days, and they took care of it. And then on my gas plummeted. Like I wasn't able to keep a good miles per hour. I don't know if
Listen,
right.
Now you lost me. When did you pick up your car?
I picked it up on Thursday.
Okay, what's wrong? Okay, so why are you calling? It seems like they've done all the work, so why are you calling now?
They're fantastic. What happened when I took it in and said the gas, since the change this week, my gas is plummeting. I should be getting better gas mileage. And so they said, okay, well, let's look at the part that we put in. We just want to make sure everything's good. That was great. But a serviceman started having small talk.
Listen. Gas mileage is nothing that can be guaranteed nor even expected unless we're talking about a drastic change. So if you were measuring, what is the change in miles per gallon?
I'm measuring it now. That's my homework assignment.
Okay, so
and see how many.
Then what is the call about? What can we do for you?
When I was there, I mentioned to a gentleman that I said, gosh, I just had my turbo replaced 2 months ago. And he said, and I told him I took it to a certified mechanic and et cetera. And he said, that is part of the recall. And so I spent $2,850 at a different
Did he say, listen, did he say, had you had gone there, they would have replaced the turbo?
For nothing, correct.
That's too bad. I mean, really, see if you can get reimbursement for the money you spent up to what they would have spent, but they don't have to. They're not required. They're not required to pay a third party. Now, listen, it seems logical to me that if you had the work done, they would maybe reimburse you up to what they would have spent. I'm not sure. You have to ask them. But this has happened before many times where people simply get their own stuff done. Now, was it done before the recall came out?
No, sir, I got it done 4/15 of this year.
See, how can they be blamed for you going ahead and doing that? But I don't understand why you weren't notified.
That's what I'm calling you for. I don't know why I wasn't notified.
Okay,
either.
you
I
should
got
have
the
been notified.
Or I wasn't informed.
I would go to the dealer you bought it from. They should have notified you. They should have had you in their data bank. I would ask them why they did not notify you, because $28.50 is certainly enough to go to small claims court against Larry H. Miller if they're the ones you bought it from. Are they the ones you?
I didn't. No, sir. No, it was AutoNation back in 2014. I drove the car.
Well,
but I've
okay.
always gone to
All right, that's weird. You're not going to. I don't.
They have the EIN number, like they should be sending.
They should, but I don't. I'm not sure you can go back after all this time. Listen, you may want to ask why you weren't notified, but you have a tough case here. You really do. And again, ask Volkswagen first if they would reimburse you at least what they would have spent.
I thought she said she bought it in 2014.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, but she just did the.
I know.
The turbo.
I know. No, she just did the turbo, right? And I said I don't think you can go back to 2014. You know,
and say they shouldn't have kept you.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And say they should have notified you. They sold the car 5 years ago. I mean, I don't think that they needed to.
Keep that in record. See, I thought they did.
I know they do, but actually, are they a Volkswagen dealer? See, it's really the manufacturer, Dan, who's supposed to notify people, not the dealer. And here's the other deal. What address does she have on her?
Did you get locked in the hallway?
Luckily, he was out there, too.
Can I use yours? I went down there and it got locked in the hallway.
Yeah, supposed to. You happen to walk to the right people.
Watch out for sharks.
And wolves.
And wolves.
And rattlesnakes.
And lightning.
Centeno? Centeno Schultz, living stem cell therapy. Our own Deputy Clint had Centeno Schultz. He says, they saved my life. He was in so much pain, he broke his back. No one could find it. Now, let alone finding it, then they started giving him treatment. And guess what? He didn't even need living stem cell treatment. They used PRP. But here's the point. They're doctors, MDs, and DOs. They can tell you if you need living stem cell therapy and perform it legally and ethically, unlike these chiropractors who do phony stem cell treatment. But when you don't need stem cells, they have other treatments available that they have shown works. You see, you won't get that anywhere else. Centeno Schultz, your full-service clinic for pain and for joints and for arthritic conditions. AvoidSurgeryToday.com. AvoidSurgeryToday.com. 303-963-9201.
When Judy had her evaluation at Centeno Schultz, 2 hours. They spent 2 hours doing the most thorough physical and everything. You know, they're not just good stem cell doctors, they're great doctors.
They are.
Did you have that done? Stem cells?
You didn't need it.
Right up to the point. I did PRP, which is one step below.
Right. That's the plasma, yeah.
Did that help? Oh, God. I went from 9 and 10 pain, and I was in the burn unit at St. Anthony's, because that's the only place you can put you when you're in a high painkiller. You stop breathing. In there for quite a while, in and out of probably 50 doctors, 20 medical facilities. The pain was here. I thought I had something on my stomach. But the nerve back here went to that, was injured.
Did they take blood from your...
They take blood out of your arm.
Yeah. And then they put it back in, right?
Yeah, about...
They spin it.
4 hours later.
Concentrate the platelets.
Yeah, but see, I'm thinking about taking my dog to get that done. There's a vet. He hurt his ACL. And I really don't want to do surgery on him.
Oh, way better.
He's just a 6-year-old Chihuahua, you know. I didn't want to, wipe his...
Dr. Centeno started with horses.
Really?
Yeah, well, the research did. And then he worked there only to get information for people. He was a people doctor.
Put him under, though, see, because they
that's where he did his research, though, with veterinarian medicine.
Yeah, and but that gave him years and years ahead of other people in that.
I believe in that stuff. I mean, I really do.
Well, it works. It doesn't work for everything. What's wrong with the dogwood area?
ACL. They have good success.
Ideal for ACL. ACL, rotator cuff, vertebra.
Yeah, there's a vet, that I talked to. They still have to put him under.
Yeah, because they got
to take the blood.
the needle has to go right guided
Okay.
right into that knee.
Right.
And the
I
dog's
mean,
not gonna-
wait. With dogs,
I wonder if they could numb the dogs for hold it.
yeah.
I thought Mark said they put fish line with his dog had.
No, that's a
surgery.
surgery.
To repair.
That's a surgery. We don't want to do that.
Is it torn completely? Or?
I don't know. He's getting better. Obviously, he wasn't torn completely. It was just a tear.
PRP is just a super healer.
I heard about that. Yeah.
You found a vet that does stem cells?
Yeah.
Make sure they're not shipping the fluids in. Because
No.
Unless with
They do
people they're
PRP.
allowed to do it, huh?
They do PRP.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah. That's
I mean for that.
How much?
Oh, that's good.
So I want to go and check it out.
Even my wife was checking on PRP for facial. They do some facial stuff with PRP, and they would take the blood out and do it at the same time. So it's like, how in the hell do you spin it down? It made no sense. And when she talked to Dr. Centeno,
What do you mean at the same time? How?
Yeah, this.
It's called a vampire lift. No, that's the truth. They take blood and they put it back in.
Yeah,
your
but
face.
they do it.
So they plump you up with your own blood.
Yeah, they must be. It
That's
can't
not
be PRP because
no.
they do it in the same.
Right.
There's there's a 3-4 hour wait when you do PRP for them
to spin it up.
Yeah, I think the hormone girls do that.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. One Clear Choice garage doors. I have used them 6 or 7 times for openers, for doors, for rebuilding. They have openers starting as little as $333. All of them are Wi-Fi compatible now. That means you have an app and you can see how long it's been closed. You can open it remotely. You can use it as long as you have Wi-Fi. It's really great. They have battery backups, time to close features. OneClearChoiceDoors.com is my choice for garage doors. Okay, Jen, what's going on with you, Jen? First, wait a sec. I just want Sean has a comment on this woman who fell at Popeye Chicken. Go ahead, Sean. But what difference does it make where she fell, do you think? But what about, are you saying if she fell somewhere where it was in the ghetto, as you said, that it would matter as far as... Oh, I see. Okay, can you hold just a sec though on that? Just hold on, and I'll come back to you on that. And Jen, I want to go to because she's been waiting. What's going on, Jen? There is something called the Denver Stamp Library. So, did you say, okay, so it's a stamp library. What happens at a stamp library? And do what? Oh, I see. I got you. Is it a private? Is it like a nonprofit organization, or is it a or is it a business? Okay, and is it a 501(c)(3), do you know if it's nonprofit or is? Okay. Okay, so what's going on?
In 2016, and so then in June of 2017, I was healed up from my C-section.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm going to look and see what these could be worth or whatever.
And this was in June 2017.
That's right.
Okay, you went there, and what happened?
Well, Well, what I did first is I pulled up, I just did a Google search for stamps of high value, and it showed green and white Benjamin Franklin's and red and white George Washington's.
Okay.
And the green and white ones were showing that they were selling for $500,000.
500,000?
Yeah, and I was like, holy crap, I could pay off my house. And
You had a green and white Ben Franklin stamp?
Yeah, I had a couple of them.
Are you kidding me? And are you sure they were the ones that you saw for 500,000?
Well, no, but that's why I was going to go research them.
And okay, then what happened?
And then I had a pile of the red and white ones too. Well, I snapped a picture of the green and white ones and texted it over to my husband at work, and I was like, I have a couple of these green and white stamps. You know, maybe they're the high value stamps. I don't know. So I was like, I'm going to go to the library and check it out. And so I took all of my stamps with me. I Googled just stamp stuff, like stamp shops, and stamp and coin shops were showing up. But I figured, well, I'll just go to the library.
Okay, so let's just get to the meat of the stuff. The details don't matter. What happened?
I go there, and the guy. Well, I called first.
I don't care about that. You went there, and what happened? Let's just get right there. Put yourself in that library. What happened?
So we're looking at the stamps, and the guy told me, he's like, this pile's maybe worth $20.
Okay.
He was the president of the stamp library, and he was just.
Do you think he was lying to you?
Well, yeah, because he picked up the one stamp and the one red George Washington. He kept looking, and he was looking in a book. There's a book there, a catalog that tells you how much it's worth.
Okay, so what happened? Did you sell him for $20?
No. He picked up this one stamp. He kept looking at it, and I was like, well, I'll have my husband look at it, because my 7-month-old daughter was like getting fussy. So I was like, I'm just going to get out of here, and I'll have my husband help me research this one stamp later. And he picked it up, and he said, well, this one's not worth anything. And if it was me folding it in half like this, and he folded it in half and dropped it on the table, he's like, that would make it worth nothing. And I was like, oh, all right then. So I went to scoop them all up, but the real reason he folded it was so he knew which one to fish out of the pile. So he fished that one out, and he said, I'll just throw this one away for you because it's not worth anything.
Oh, my
said, no,
God.
I want to take all my stamps home with me. And I said, if it's not worth anything, why wouldn't you throw away the whole pile? He goes, no, it's no trouble. I'll just throw it away from you. He got up and, like, basically ran from the table, like speed walks from the table. I have a 7-month-old daughter, and I wanted to get up.
Wait a minute. So you're claiming this. Now, did he take the stamp?
Yeah, he took the stamp.
And what did he do with it?
He walked to an area where I couldn't see him, behind, like, some bookshelves, and I couldn't get to him fast enough.
And what did he do?
He just said he threw it away. He just insisted he was going to
Well, say,
it away.
I want it.
I did. I said that several times.
And what did he say?
He was like, oh, no, it's no trouble at all.
I understand, but after he finally took it, what did you do?
I was in shock. I didn't know.
All right, hold on. Let's see where this story is going. Did they steal a $500,000 stamp?
Wow. There's a lot of them online.
Man.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Why is she calling you now if it happened in 2017?
I have a lot of questions.
I saw that on the...
Why is her daughter
I saw that on the news.
to do with this either?
Nothing.
I heard the same story in the news this week.
She did, yep. She said she went to...
9?
Oh, the 9 News.
Yes,
That's
yes.
right. Yeah, the problem solvers.
Yeah.
You know, I heard
9 News isn't problem solvers. 9 News is something else.
The investigation.
9 wants to know.
Yeah. I know it happens in pawn with jewelry. You know, they'll take a ring and clean it.
What did the news say?
The same thing that she's telling you.
How you proved it?
With more than 6,000 hotels.
If it's an old one, I mean, there's some of these sell $50,000 for stamps.
What did they say?
Didn't say, they did not investigate.
I got it.
Where did she get it?
From her revolver.
303 Pro Auto. Isn't that easy to remember? 303 Pro Auto. The website is 303proauto.com. Now that I have that out of the way, let me tell you why you should go there. They have great service, great prices, great value, ethics, honesty, convenient locations, and most important of all, you are reminded what you need when you need it, like a car nanny. And they also have free roadside assistance for all their customers. 303 Pro Auto.
Hey, here's a
Anytime there's something like that.
1867 George Washington stamp for $1 million.
Yeah,
Anytime there's something
Well,
like
it's
that,
1922 for 49,000.
So what is this guy doing with it now? Because if he's going to make a
Probably
million.
sell it on
Well, people are still-
Yeah, but people will be watching now.
Probably, yeah.
They can find that.
I kind of believe her. You don't believe it? I believe her.
I believe her.
I don't think this woman made up the story.
I bet you that guy actually took it.
Right, exactly.
SimplyFloorsInc.com. Did you know that we used them at home? I used them. And Joe Chiano used them, right, Joe? He loved the experience. Did they come over to your house with all the samples?
Yes, they did.
I know.
It was phenomenal.
You didn't have to
It's a great
move.
experience. No, I did not.
Did you make your own appointment at Simply Floors Inc.?
Yes, I did.
SimplyFloorsInc.com. I'll tell you, you get savings from 20 to 50% depending on the products, and you'll always save some money with Simply Floors, 303-456-4660. But just go to the website, SimplyFloorsInc.com.
Whenever it's a thing like that, they get counterfeited. God, there was back in the 80s.
Just sounds fishy to me. That son of a bitch wanted.
I bet you he did take it.
Yeah.
It sounds like a real. It really sounds like a real story to me.
I know. I bet you it is.
Yeah.
You know, that guy says, "Well, let me fold it. I mean, this is
Yeah,
no
if
good.
it was a real
I'll throw it
valuable
away."
stamp, though, I don't think he would have folded it.
Well, no, he might have just folded it like this just so he could find it. You know, here's the deal.
I believe that.
Does she know the year of it? They got even the year.
I believe it. I don't know why, but I believe it.
Yeah, close to $1 million.
Back in the 80s, carousel horses were going for tens of thousands of dollars.
Real carousel?
Real carousel horses. Oh my God, they became so faked. They would make them down in Mexico. They'd throw them in the ocean for a couple of years, age them, and all sorts of stuff. They were hard to tell apart.
Bonnie, let me share your headphones real quick.
You got it.
It's crazy that people care that much about stamps. They pay that kind of
Well,
money for $1 million. Like, what the heck?
Stamps are like comic books. They go up and down.
Yeah,
It seems like it would be easy to counterfeit, though.
Yeah.
A lot easier than a...
Oh, they could easily date those, I think.
What's that?
I mean, like.
Yeah, but they can have old paper and bleach it and put it on old paper. I mean, it's original paper. And there's a lot they can do when they counterfeit.
I thought stamps.
Probably a real good lab could tell the difference. I'm sure it could tell the difference.
I thought stamps people are just not collecting them anymore. Like they used to.
Hey Tom, we're actually doing webinars, okay? So we're actually we're getting a lot of people from your reach.
So excited
We do webinars. They can't come to the seminars, so we do
When is
webinars.
the next?
The next one we're going to have is going to be on July 11th and July 13th. They're webinars. July 11th and July 13th.
$2 million stamp.
No, this is $9 million.
That way they don't have to leave the comfort of their
$10
home.
million. Wow.
One stamp,
Yeah.
10.
Million.
Oh my God. I bet you that guy.
It's a British one.
There's a lot of Ben Franklins though.
Yeah, there's a lot of Ben Franklins, you know, from 10,000 to 5 million. Yeah, to a million. Yeah.
British Guiana, 1 cent Magnetic, 9 million euros. So it might be over 10 million bucks.
Oh yeah.
Be like
3 times. Yeah.
No, euro is like 1.2.
Okay, so
Oh no,
yeah.
wait, 1.13. What is a euro?
Are they worth more than $1? Euro?
Oh yeah.
Oh, they are.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's pretty.
All kinds of estate planning. David Salisbury can help. When you plan, you take the stress out of the future. 720-493-3911.
1.13.
1.13 million.
It was no 1.13
Exchange rate. Yeah.
exchange rate to the euro. $1.13 to the euro.
So take your time. That's a lot.
Yeah.
For a
Did
stamp.
you guys see Bitcoin? Holy cow!
Yeah, it
took
jumped
off.
up a lot.
Holy cow! Went from like it was just 4,000
Yeah.
a few months ago.
It was like
Now it's
3,000.
13.
Back up.
I just can't
I
trust.
I don't trust it.
I don't trust it.
1311.
I can't.
I can't trust.
I can't say it.
Tom Martino here. Again, somebody wanted to know if they have a showroom at Simply Floors Inc. Yes. Southwest corner, 52nd and Ward. You can drop by at any time. It's a regular store. Now, they do in-home appointments, and really, you know, that's really the cool way to go. But if you want to go to the store, it's at the southwest corner of 52nd and Ward. You can find out more at simplyfloorsinc.com. We have Bonnie Shields with us today, attorney at law, and we have some emails for her we'll get to. We also have Joe Chiano, Become the Banker, and his son.
We got a question, email question for Joe, too. That's pretty good.
Go ahead.
Well, you know, in a nutshell, they want to know if they put 20 grand into this thing in the first year, what's going to be there? They're 35 years old. What's going to be there?
If they need it, liquid.
Yeah, what's going to be there when they're 55?
Oh,
no,
50.
as an investment strategy.
You know what? They have to run a table on that. But I did that, too. I asked them how much will be there. So what is the scenario? How old?
They're 35.
Let's say 30.
They can put 20 in it now.
Let's say good health, lump sum, 20 at 35.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Let's go to Dave. Dave, what is your comment? Hello, Dave. You have a comment on Denver Health?
Well, I wanted to ask you something. I'm thinking about switching to Denver Health. I'm on Medicaid, and you said it was a very good system.
Premier. Premier.
Do you think that'd be better than Kaiser?
Oh, my God, yes. In my opinion, they have some of the finest docs. They really treat people well. I'm telling you, Denver Health is well respected.
Oh, okay. Because, like I said, I've heard before that, you know, Denver Health is like the butcher shop, or, you know.
Well, you heard wrong, because I can tell you from many, many people's testimonies that they love it.
Wow. Okay, that's what I wanted to.
How are you finding Kaiser?
Well, Kaiser is pretty okay.
Yes, it is.
It's just okay. They do just the absolute minimum, though. You know, I mean.
Okay, is that for you because you're on Medicaid, you think?
Yes, I think that's
possible.
possible.
Let me tell you this. If you're on Medicaid and you use Denver Health and hospitals, you will think that you are a millionaire using the finest health care in the world. I'm not saying they're the finest. I'm saying they treat you with dignity and respect, and the people love it. We hardly ever get complaints, and the people that go there have rave reviews. It's just a good facility, and the doctors are good. Sean, you have a health question. What is it, Sean?
Yes, I want to know, like, when you get them pellets injected in you, like, how long does it take to work, and how much does it cost to have them injected into you?
Okay, treatments vary with provider, but the treatments for testosterone and estrogen and stuff are anywhere from, I believe, $500 to $700 a pop, and they last.
That ain't bad.
They last 4 to 6 months. So that's about what it is. And the first time, you start feeling better in about 2 weeks. And then after that, if you don't let them get completely depleted, but you keep renewing them, you keep that level. Toward the end of the cycle, you go down just a little in energy level. Mark, what were you going to say?
I was going to say 303 Martino.
Is for what? Oh, to get calls in? 303 Martino, get your calls in, 303 or 303-713-8255. More coming up. Let's talk about Cracker Jack.
Denver Health's called the Gun and Knife Club.
You know, Denver Health is very good.
Yeah, it's called the Gun and Knife Club because they get all the shootings and stabbings.
Oh, yeah, but they are
it's only 3-star.
Yeah.
3-star reviews.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. It depends on who's using them. They treat Medicaid patients like gold.
You go there?
No.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not on Medicaid.
I've heard compared to Kaiser, though.
You're not on Medicaid?
Why? Medicare. I'm sorry. No,
Medicare.
No, I know. No,
I always get those
Yeah.
mixed up, Medicare and Medicaid.
You know how I remember it? Only way I remember it is Medicaid. They're coming to your aid for any reason, which means for younger people. That's the only way I ever remember.
Medicaid is the biggest payer for long-term care.
Well, I believe it. I believe it.
Oh yeah, they are.
Is my cup up here? I gotta take a piss and drink it.
The state of Colorado formed a partnership.
That's right. Come on,
Medicare
join the party.
and insurance companies. It's called the long-term care partnership.
Medicare with a supplement
Medicaid.
is absolutely gold.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely gold.
What?
Medicare with a supplement is absolutely the best you can get. I've got the same plan Tom has. Plan F.
They're coming to your aid.
What's your supplement?
Like you get, like you can't work or something. You get hurt.
Cigna.
They should call it medical.
How much you pay for your supplement?
Mine's a little bit high because my medical history sucks. I mean,
I always
have,
mess up in my personal injury cases. Don't even know.
Mine's about $150 a month.
Clint?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys look so much, I can't even tell who's sitting where.
Because I got bit by a shark yesterday.
Shortened him.
Did you guys watch the debate last night?
Those are brown recluse.
No.
Jeez,
Who debated?
A brown recluse too.
It never heals.
The second round
never
tonight,
heals.
so
like
like
a rattlesnake
Hickenlooper
bite,
and
they almost
Bennett
never heal.
are on tonight.
You have to have them cut out.
Hickenlooper is looking for a national.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
And Bennett, Senator Bennett. They're both running for president.
So who was the
So I guess they did random, but they really Elizabeth Warren. I bet you she got half the questions.
Really?
Yeah, it was almost like they were promoting. It's NBC, NBC that did the debate. But I was Blasio was one of them.
How many?
Hickenlooper was one too.
No, he's tonight.
He's tonight.
NBC was because most of the news stations got blocked out of it.
Really? NBC and MSNBC, or you could have online.
Yeah, most of the news stations got blocked
I
out
was
of the
impressed
debate.
with a Maryland former congressman, but they didn't ask him very much.
Who's that?
John somebody. And then also the Minnesota lady, she had a very good ending speech. I thought she was.
I heard.
You know, they gave her.
I don't remember her name, but I heard this morning a
Is
review
it
on her.
true that no Republicans have come forward?
No, I think it's and probably won't.
Probably. Yeah.
Almost always they don't when they have a sitting president.
I just can't imagine with how people have reacted that Trump could get reelected. But you know.
Yeah,
I'm not saying for or against it. Well, yeah, I wouldn't vote for him again.
Did you vote for him the first time?
I did.
You know what you take your hat? Put your hat on.
Hillary.
What hat?
Put your hat, a red hat.
Oh,
you know what?
MAGA
I
hat.
like what he says. I don't like his tweet.
What are you talking about?
But I like for the
Make
most part,
America
he's
great
the only
again.
one that's
Oh,
held
my red hat.
What?
held China accountable.
I like Trump.
Oh.
I mean, they should have done this back in.
I think he's done a hell of a job.
Who's going to get reelected?
Korea.
I think he will.
Oh, I know he will.
Yeah, I think he
I'm
will.
sure he will.
Yes, but you know.
I know there's a really vocal group out there raising hell about it.
Well, you know what?
I think
John Donald,
majority of
Republicans,
people,
you got to be a fighter. He's the first time that
Silent majority.
do too much.
They're going to vote for him because you know why?
But like I said,
He's kept almost every
look at
promise
what
that he's made.
Bush
And
or
the economy's
Obama.
good.
What are they
The
doing?
economy's
Hillary
good,
or Clinton?
you know,
They
and
did
he
nothing.
believes in helping the country. He's making good deals.
China,
Like
they did nothing.
we
They
never
should
had
have. They could have
before.
handled this.
And if you
years
look at
ago.
all the
I wish
Trump
Facebook would have got a coalition
BS
together with like
that they show Obama
European
and Clinton.
Union.
They were promoting the same thing, but people didn't care.
He tries to do too much.
It was on the Democratic side. It's like who can give the most stuff away this year.
Yeah.
You know, not worried about how the hell we're going to pay for it. But figure how many things we can give away.
I've got
I don't know how
He'll get reelected.
I'd be really surprised if he doesn't.
What a buffoon. I find it embarrassing.
All those,
It is, and
who's
on
the
my
crazy?
gap, but you got to look at our media.
Not Warren, but the one
On the
that's
very
from
day
a
one,
different country.
it's all against them.
I don't
Mayo.
ever
Oh,
go against the president.
Remember Bush? Bush lied, people died.
I don't
They were
I
saying
don't
that
know.
all the time.
They're so dumb. I mean, I can't believe it. They don't make any sense.
That young girl from New York,
Right,
New
another
York,
one.
yeah, has initials,
That's another one. I mean, I'd be afraid.
People say that.
just-
See, I think right there, I think
I
that
don't know,
tells
she's
about
just
that
dumb.
person's character.
I can't believe that they
I
could
think
vote like
it
that.
absolutely is.
Well,
Anybody would hate something for what they believe. That's
her
like saying,
district
okay,
she's in
you believe
had the highest
Judaism and stuff.
majority of
I'm from-
heroin addicts in
There's
any
nothing.
district in the
Or
country. And,
look at all the
you know,
people that
it's just
did
like,
vote for
well,
Romney
you know,
because
maybe
it
she
was
does
Muslim.
represent that district pretty well.
Mormon. That's that's just wrong. That's that to me is as bad as a racist. Somebody saying like that. To me, that is.
Because your vote's your personal thing.
Absolutely.
But
Your thinking is a personal thing.
I honestly pay very little attention to politics. But I thought that there was a huge coalition of Republicans that hate Trump.
Personally,
So-
as a person,
Right. Well, but look at Romney. And Romney screwed up. He could have beat Obama. He could have. And he
didn't even try. I don't. He quit.
That's exactly right. Like he quit. And now he's going after Trump more. This is my feeling. More than what he did going after Obama to win the presidency. That's
Yeah.
what I say. So, anyway.
You know, I understand that I ran for House Representative here in Colorado in 2010, and you find out that there's a good old boys club, and if you don't belong to it, you're an outsider. And so Trump is an outsider with all of Washington because he's just not. He doesn't.
Okay, here's what he did in 4
But
minutes.
he is offensive. I agree.
Went downstairs, used the restroom, made coffee, had lunch.
Man, those ballots must be working.
4 minutes.
God.
It's like the Flash. I went in, nom, 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 nom. I can eat so fast.
Did you eat also?
The first one.
I had lunch.
What did you eat?
Second one was what's
Egg
her
salad.
name?
Right now?
Yeah.
A sandwich?
Yeah.
Egg salad.
Oh, that's one I can eat.
I did all of that today, just a little while ago.
I keep forgetting about egg salad. I don't have any teeth right now.
You have no teeth?
I've had the full implants done.
Well, your bottom teeth.
No, I don't have any. I don't even have the bottoms in today because they got sore.
Well, you look normal.
Well, I don't open my mouth very far, but I'm having the full implant things done.
Oh, really?
So they had to pull.
Clear choice?
Clear choice.
What about her?
The second, we were looking at Trump's wives, you know,
She didn't have kids with her though,
I'm
right?
actually
No,
going
no,
to replace it as the highest rating.
only with, Melania
for
and Ivana.
implants in
I
Mexico.
would vote for
In
her.
Mexico.
In Mexico.
You would vote for her?
They're 20
Yeah,
years
the daughter.
old, so I'm done work.
Oh, yes,
The
yes,
daughter.
yes.
Is it her to get it done?
Yes, Ivanka, yes.
Well,
Same
you
as the
see my
mother.
picture.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever the daughter.
When
I
they
think
pull your
she's
teeth and
smart.
they have
Oh, I
to
think
I think she's
cut my
super smart.
bone open
I
in there
would
to
vote
fill
for her.
that.
No, I think
The
she is.
vascular bone in the upper. Not everybody needs that.
Did it put you under?
Oh, yeah. Not everybody has to have all this bone grafting, but I just didn't have enough bone on the top.
Oh, we're in Mexico.
It's called algodonis. It's right across the border from Yuma. 3 square
Hey, guys.
400 dentists.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show this hour brought to you by Approval Reverse Mortgage. Hey, what we do here, we make suggestions on what to buy, where to buy, what to buy, and how to buy, and why to buy. And we take people's complaints about what they bought and where they bought it and why they bought it. And we also help people get refunds in exchanges and services. Basically, hundreds of millions of dollars over the years we've recovered for people. It's a consumer advocate show, but hell, that definition of what consumer advocacy is wide-ranging. So you just call if you need help. 303-MARTINO. It's 24/7. 303-627-8466. Or you can call when we're on the air, 303-713-TALK. Leave a number, though, if you put a message so we can call you back. We have a guy in Israel listening every day. He said we saved him money on HVAC. Shlomo, right? Shlomo is his name. Shlomo.
For real, that's his name.
Shlomo. Yep.
Shlomo.
Yep.
Okay.
And so, in any case, that's his name, and it means peaceable.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty cool. So if you're listening from way out there in the nethers, give us a call. 303-713-TALK or 303-MARTINO. We'd love to talk to you. Jim has a comment on Denver Health and Hospitals. We were talking about health care and Medicaid, and that happened to come up, and I said we get rave reviews about them, and they really treat people with respect and dignity. But, as I said,
Medicaid is one of those things where people already are feeling a little, oh, well, I got Medicaid. And so it's important, I think, that, that they be treated the same. I mean, it's something they qualify for. Jim, what is your comment on Denver Health?
It's been a couple of years ago, but my mother-in-law, who was from Thailand, was visiting, had a cough, and we stopped by Denver Health. They took x-rays, they did blood tests, we had 2 doctors come in and talk to her. It turned out she actually had a spot on her lungs, and it turned out to be cancer, which I'm afraid did kill her, but they were very professional. They took good care of her, and they ended up sending her up into the regular hospital. And the bill for that was ridiculously low.
Wow, that's really good. I'm glad that you're reaffirming what I said. Also, we have this stamp thing. Jen said she went to the stamp museum. It's called the Philatelic, Rocky Mountain Philatelic Library. Love for stamps, Philatelic, and there was a really expensive stamp she thinks is worth up to $500,000, and the guy kind of manipulated it, so he took it. But this was back in 2017, I think she said.
We've had I've had 3 calls. They didn't want to come on air that said they saw the story on the
TV.
news.
That's right. That's right.
And they all say the same thing. It seems like she might be, well, let's just say lying.
The way she tells the story to me sounds very credible. Now, Jen, first of all, did you go to one of the TV stations?
Yeah.
Who did you go to?
The Problem Solvers.
Oh. We have funny stories about that. So that means you got no help. So.
Well, I don't know. I'm from Montana.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know.
What did they do for you at the Problem Solvers? Let me put it this way. We have one woman that went to the Problem Solvers at Fox 31, high school journalism, I call it. They went there. This one woman spent $20,000 on a walk-in tub, was completely ripped off by Bentley Baths. Her face was ripped off. It was so bad. She couldn't use it. It was terrible. The Problem Solvers go there, Mark, and what did they do for her?
Well, it was wonderful. They rented a hotel room, brought her there, and so she could take a shower.
Exactly. That's what they did.
What did we get her is the better question.
We got her money back.
We got her a brand new shower.
Anyway, there's a little difference there on how you solve problems. But anyway, you get what you pay for. What's going on, Jen, as far as the Problem Solvers? Seriously, what did they do for you?
Nothing. They just did the story.
Oh, okay. And so did they say they were going to solve a problem, or were they just going to do the story?
I don't know.
Did they contact the library? Did they do anything?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
In the video, they showed that they went there, and she said that the lady there was really upset with this particular gentleman because the green and white ones are the ones that were worth $500,000. Could have been.
And you had a red and white?
Yes. But the red and whites were showing on Google for $75,000.
Oh, okay.
So, anyways, he kept saying, "Well, this one." I had a pile of the red and whites. He said, "This one." So anyway, I have my 7-month-old daughter. He got up and he walked away from the table, and I thought, well, I want to follow this guy and punch him in the face and get my stamp back.
Right.
But I'm like, but I have a 7-month-old daughter, and then I'm like, there's only one other guy in here right now, and he works for the library. They're all volunteers there, and he either didn't hear what was going on, or he chose not to get involved.
Who is the guy that took or I can't say they took your stamp. I can say took your stamp.
Because it happened to me, and this has been a freaking nightmare.
Okay, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
Well, I'm not going to say the last name because I don't want to start any kind of trouble or whatever. But his name was John, and anyway, so.
What do you mean start trouble? You already went to television. What exactly does that mean? I mean, mind you, it was Fox 31, so you probably had 100 people watching.
I'm not going to say somebody's last name on TV, and I'm not or any.
Why didn't you call the cops?
So here's the thing. I was like, well, if I could call the cops right here sitting at this table, they're going to show up and he's going to deny it. I mean, I don't know where he hid this freaking thing. And then I was just freaked out, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna get to my car, and then when I get to my car, I'll call him. He followed me out into the parking lot.
And did what?
He lit up a cigarette, and he put his leg up on like the wheel well, and he had his elbow resting on his knee, just like in a movie.
And what did he
was
say?
Smoking his cigarette, and he was just looking at me creepy like. And I was like, what the? And so I got in the car. I was trying to play everything cool because it went from we were swapping war stories because my grandpa was.
Well, hold on.
shot
This
down
is
in World
this
War II,
before he took it?
Before he took it, we were swapping war stories about World War II because my grandpa was
Yeah,
shot
but what
down
does
in
this
World
have to
War
do
II.
with anything?
Well, he had his uniform. He had his get up on, like a little Boy Scout. Like he had all of his veteran.
What does
listen?
First of all, this philatelic library.
Yeah.
What does the owner say?
Well, so that's what I let them know, and I called, and the guy said, well, John's here today. You want to talk to him? I said, sure. So
Well, you're not. Listen. You're big on telling us procedure and process. I did this, then I called him, then he picked up the phone, then I picked up the phone, then I said hi, and then he said hi.
Well,
What is the essence? What is the essence? What is the?
How it went down.
No, I don't want to hear how it went down. I want to know the end result.
Well, they just said there's nothing we can do.
Okay.
They don't care. And I said, well, can I come to a board meeting? No, they don't.
You know, no offense, Jen, but the story just sounds incredible. The fact you didn't call the cops, you didn't.
Hold on.
It's
This
nuts.
was in 2017. So when did you go to the problem solvers?
Here's the thing. So I went home and I told my husband what happened, and he's like, well.
Okay, that took a month. What about the other 23 months? What happened?
Well, this is what. So my husband's like, well, he probably just wanted to keep it for some stupid reason. My husband always he's a Boy Scout. He grew up. He doesn't believe.
Jen, it was in 2017. What I want to know is why did you choose to talk about it 2 years later?
Well, because I called people, and they were like, well, you don't have a witness.
Well, right now it's too. They're absolutely right. It's too late. And as bad as the problem solvers are, I agree with them. There's nothing you can do about it.
I bet her husband's a saint.
No, seriously, Jen. It's 2 years later. 2 years later. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, if this truly happened, it should have been told when it happened. I can't, for the life of me, even though you're big on saying, well, then I went home, and then I sat down, and then I took a glass of water, and then I said to my husband, hey, husband, the thing is missing. And he said, well, maybe he wanted for good. You know, no matter how you extend the conversation, Jen, it was 2 years. You can't, there's nothing. How do you go back and try to prove something happened 2 years ago, Jen?
I asked to talk to John, and they said he doesn't work here anymore.
Of course,
said, well,
it's
why
been
not?
2 years, Jen.
Hold on.
He's
No,
living
let me finish.
because
This
he's
is
living
big.
on a yacht in the South Pacific.
No, not off of $65,000.
Okay.
No, this is big. So I called, and the gal answered.
See, she
and
loves
I
to
wanna
tell
talk
stories,
John.
but no essence. Go ahead.
No, because it was bothering. It bothers me. There's times
Get
I can't
to
sleep,
the
but you can
end.
make fun of me
What?
all you want, but I
Get
don't
to the
care.
essence. What? Where is he?
She said he doesn't work here anymore. I said, why not? And she said, I'd rather not say. And I told her what happened to me, and she said that's exactly why he doesn't work here.
Okay.
He's not here anymore because I've seen him do it to other people.
Okay. So go find him then. Call the cops and put in a criminal report. Use her as evidence and call the cops.
I did.
And?
I did do all of that.
Did they arrest him?
And I'm waiting. And,
Okay, good. Good. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. We have Bonnie Shields with us from Bonnie Shields Law, 303-798-1927 when she's not here. And Become the Banker. They're having a seminar tonight at 6:30. 303-779-6600. They're also doing webinars in the future. But right now, tonight, is their seminar about Become the Banker right here in Centennial, 303-779-6600. Kevin.
Yes, sir.
What's happening?
So my 20-year-old son went and purchased a car. I'm proud that he was able to do that and get a good rate.
Good.
However, he did not ask about gap insurance.
Okay.
And the deal is done. Okay. So
How long has it been done?
Like yesterday. So
Okay.
24 hours.
All right. Does he have insurance?
Yeah, that's all.
Well,
We're keeping him on our insurance because he's still at college.
He'll be better off if he goes to Compass and he just buys it now. It's better not buying it from the dealer.
Okay.
Yeah, he can buy it.
So it's okay because I've already checked with State Farm and they don't offer gap insurance. So just have
Now,
guys that
who is your insurance company?
It's State Farm.
Thank God they don't sell you that because they're a lousy company. How long have you had State Farm?
Well, I've already done the Encompass. I've already done the
insurance checkup. Good.
Yeah, and we're good where we're at.
Good. Okay. Well then, good luck to you because they don't offer it. But
yeah, but Compass can sell them just the gap. That's not going to be an issue.
Let's see if they can. Let's see if they can, Kevin. Let us know.
This report is sponsored by Wyndham Hotels and Resorts.
Hey, Tom, I got the figures for that caller that wanted to know the figures of the $20,000.
So why do they need gap
And that's
insurance?
without ever funding it again. That's kind of
No, paid for the car.
You have to fund it. I mean, you have to keep funding it. How much becomes taxable?
How much?
Okay, $200 a month. That's I used the minimum.
They have no down payment.
So hold on, we'll go to it.
Yeah, but even with the down payment and stuff, you still can use
the
gap
age 50
insurance because
I did everything.
Okay.
He's 35.
Of course,
I did
what
first
year
year, second.
I would never put myself in a position where I was needed gap insurance.
No, you're right.
With more than 6,000 hotels across the country, including La Quinta, Days Inn, and Super 8, a great hotel by Wyndham is closer than you think. Find one near you or book direct at wyndhamhotels.com.
Fix It 24/7. They are now doing this for you. If you have an old furnace, you can trade it in. They'll give you $1,000 no matter what condition it's in. Now that's your old heating and air conditioning system, $1,000 on a trade-in. If you think about it, you look at their already low price, make your best deal, then get $1,000 off your existing system. Listen, you usually have to pay to get that thing hauled away. They'll take it away and give you $1,000 for it. Also, they're the $39 people to find any problem you may have in your home, $39. And then when you fix it, if you decide to fix it, they credit you that $39. So it does turn out to be a free call charge. And if you don't have the work done, that's all you pay. But don't forget a $1,000 trade-in. That's Fix It 24/7. FixMyHome.com, 720-526-3939.
What a difference a day makes. Yesterday, everybody that called in, I made a call.
You're going to call on that?
Today,
nothing.
not one. Just total flip around.
I see Raleigh House. Okay. Centeno Schultz. These are the stem cell experts I promote, the ones I put my name on, because Dr. Chris Centeno is basically the founder of human stem cell therapy in a clinical setting in the United States, and for that matter, the world probably. That's why we call them the stemcellexperts.com. They have weekly seminars where you can have ultrasound done, you can have your MRI evaluated, and you get a free evaluation. Now, it's not the same as a full medical workup, but at least it gives you an idea if you're a candidate. And if so, then you go to the clinic. Why don't you call for the next seminar? 303-963-9201. Or look on the website, avoidsurgerytoday.com. Avoidsurgerytoday.com. You will find a major difference between true MDs who do living stem cell treatment and all the phonies out there advertising. The stemcellexperts.com.
Now that I'm talking about it, I kind of feel like I've lost about 4 hours of every day. I decided I need to find help with it. So I started listening and came up. I did both for a while. And eventually I just switched over and it's very quick.
Switch July 2015. Make the switch at JUUL.com. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Hi folks,
About 6 years ago, I joined the National Institute of Health smoke study. I don't smoke, but...
What's that?
National Institute of Health started a smoking study about 5 years ago.
And?
It was just random people. I don't smoke, but man, they're finding this vaping is terrible.
Oh, is it really?
Oh.
It's bullshit, vaping.
Oh, it's...
Really?
Yeah.
Is it the moisture going in your lungs?
It's the level of nicotine that's 3 or 4 times as much as a cigarette going in.
Oh, I didn't think the nicotine was a really bad health. I know it's addictive.
And then the liquid.
Well, nicotine is a stimulant.
Stimulant, right?
Yeah.
But
And it's addictive.
Right, it's very addictive.
So
I didn't think it was health-wise. It was.
And the kids now.
Is it anything worse than caffeine?
Yeah, they're finding a lot.
What are they
of health
finding?
problems.
Is it a carcinogen?
Yeah, carcinogen. It's a mental health.
Yeah.
Mental health problem.
Yeah.
But what's even worse now, the kids are getting the liquid, and they're not even putting it in the vape. They're just drinking it.
Oh my God!
Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah, they're just going there.
See, I would have think it would do more for you vaping it than it would drinking it.
Yeah.
I would think drinking it would kind of.
Vape gets right to your
membranes. Right in, and I think it's more instant, but they're drinking it. That's horrible. It's being abused badly.
What kids do.
Yeah.
Wow.
Last week, my sister and I went out. I had a class in Malibu. So my sister went with me. We rented like this compact car, and we get to the counter, and the guy says, "Do you want to upgrade that?" And I said, "Well, what do you have?" And he goes, "Well, I have a Mustang convertible." Well, I'm like, "And how much is that?" He goes, "Well, it would be an extra $5 a day."
For what?
To upgrade to a Mustang convertible from my compact.
Oh my God! Listen, George.
He had red or black, and I'm like, duh.
When George flies here, he gets a really hot Mustang. They're he got a Camaro. Oh, it's beautiful.
They're beautiful.
And it wasn't that much money.
Really?
Well, this was $5 extra. They must have had
It must be the
a lot of
6 cylinders.
Mustangs.
It must be the 6 cylinder, huh?
Who cares? It's a convertible. It looks cool.
It does look cool.
They're beautiful cars.
We felt we were.
By the way, I started out saying this hour brought to you by Approval Reverse, and I didn't give you the number, approvalreverse.com. Listen, I'm just going to say, with a lot of equity, you may not want a reverse loan. You want to leave it to your kids and not touch a penny of it. That's your business. But if you're older and want money. But if you're going to do one, don't even consider anyone else, because these are the people I know and trust for many years. Approval Reverse Mortgage, approvalreverse.com, 303-771-3528. Okay, let's go to the phones. And now, here's the deal. Mark, we're done with these calls, right?
That's right. Hey, we did have an email, though, come in to help@troubleshooter.com. Apparently, yesterday, you mentioned something about something you would never, I don't remember this, something you would never purchase that was generic, and they want to know what that was.
Oh, we said we were going to have a general discussion, okay, on generic products versus brand name, and when do you purchase brand, and when do you purchase generic? And when doesn't it matter? And I said there are some products I would never purchase a generic brand. And there are others where I don't care. Now, I didn't have anything specific in mind when I said that, but I looked around at what I use. How about you guys? Are there any products you can name where you literally look for the brand? Okay. And do you, Bonnie? Bonnie Shields.
Zesta saltine crackers.
And you're telling me Zesta saltines are different than generic?
They taste different than generic or the premium brand or any other brand. They're different.
Okay. What about, now one thing I have found is a mouthwash. It's called TheraBreath. Have you heard of that? It is the best I've ever found in my life, TheraBreath. And if I can't find it on vacation, I go crazy because if I don't remember to bring it. I think it's called TheraBreath. Now, you think I would know. Yes, TheraBreath Oral Rinse. It's very healthy, kills germs. It's called TheraBreath, the best I've ever had, ever, ever, ever. Now, you guys can all joke and say, really, I couldn't tell you that. You know, but I'm telling you, it is really good.
How about generic drugs? Do you have any issue with those?
Zero issue with generic drugs because they copy it exactly. Zero interest.
So all the new Viagra that's coming out, all the generics?
they're absolutely the same, along with Viagra and Cialis and antibiotics. Name some others. I mean, really, this is a bunch of bull when you hear people say, oh, no, the quality matters. Now, I'll tell you what does matter. If you start using offshore pharmacies, here's the problem with offshore. Not that they're generic. In fact, if they truly were guaranteed generic, they would be great. The problem with offshore pharmacies is you don't even know if you're getting the damn product. Now, we've had some tested in the past. And when was this we did this? Mark, there were chalk with food coloring on the, or not food coloring, but some kind of a coating on the, it was paint. They would run these little chalk pills through paint to coat them. Now, I don't know if people have experience with offshore pharmacies, but you truly, especially China, India have some legit too. Canadians have legit, but not all of them. In fact, they use Canadian as a guise because people have heard Canadian pharmacies are good. So I don't have a problem with generic that. What about generic beer? Is there a such thing? I don't know. I'm not a beer drinker.
Yeah, I've actually seen, it's been a while, I've actually seen beer in the grocery store that literally is a white can, black letters, says
Does it make a
beer.
difference?
I never tried it.
And then
It's got to make a difference.
Generic liquor, if there is such a thing?
Well, Costco, Sam's Club do.
Okay, toilet paper, it does matter.
Yeah, my husband
It's terrible.
unfortunately brought home some one time because it was such a good deal.
You have to use twice as much, probably.
One ply.
It's terrible.
Yeah, but there's some good brands of it. Like, I mean, Costco's got a good brand, right?
I don't know, actually. I must have used it, but I'm not sure. Let's talk to Teresa about our appliance. We have lines open at 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. What's going on, Teresa?
Good morning, Tom.
What's happening?
We bought a Sears Kenmore Elite refrigerator in January of last year.
Yeah, Sears Kenmore means nothing anymore, but okay.
I emailed you last week about the problem.
Okay, what's the problem?
The compressor failed.
Uh-oh.
After 14 months.
Well, what are they going to do for you?
Well, took 2 weeks to get a service call from Sears Home Service here in Denver.
Even to get a call?
Even to get a...
What do you expect? It's Sears.
Yeah, it took a...
Dinosaur.
Exactly. Anyway, the gentleman that came out last Wednesday diagnosed the problem as a compressor failure.
Okay.
He ironically had a compressor in his truck, which is contrary to what I've been reading online.
But that's good. What happened?
He installed it. He brought in the compressor in a box that had been opened. It's not a sealed box like you'd get a part from the factory.
Well, who cares? What happened?
He installed it. Lasted 4 days.
Oh, my God.
Now the refrigerator's not, it's down. I can't get it below 50 degrees.
Can you get them to come back?
I set an appointment Monday, and I haven't heard one word from them. Called this morning.
Oh, this sucks.
And I'm getting, Sears is having serious phone problems suddenly.
Phone problems? My God, they're closing stores like you can't imagine. They're having serious everything problems.
No, Sears is not even worth messing with anymore. It's truly a dying.
They sold off any asset that was worth anything.
I know, exactly.
Which is Craftsman, right? Is that what you're talking about? Okay, so listen, do we have a locals? Who do you call for service?
I called it, see, this dumb thing is under warranty, which is meaningless.
I think Suzanne has someone at Sears that's helped out in these exact situations. I'm going to grab your info after the call, and hopefully we'll get you help, man.
Yeah, because the next call is I'm calling LG directly.
Oh, it's an LG?
It's an LG.
Well, hold on. If it's an LG, I thought it was a Kenmore.
It's Kenmore, but LG makes the refrigerator.
Listen, we will give it to somebody. We have an angel there, but I want to warn people. And then, you know, Mark, I'm not above going to war with one of these people where people call them and let them know they heard about. Did you say your name is Teresa?
Actually, I'm her husband.
Okay, because I was going to say, you got to stop smoking, Teresa. All right, so hold on, and we'll get this passed on to see if we can get some help. Okay, right now we officially have open lines. So don't ever complain to me, hey, Tom is always busy. You can get right through. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255.
This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station with Ross Kaminsky Mornings.
How many confirmed you think we have?
I have a refrigerator for Kevin.
She's got the list.
See the thing on top?
Yeah.
It's called a GE monitor top, 1931.
Wow.
They have no moving parts.
What doesn't?
That's an antique.
GE monitor top refrigerators from 1931. They have no moving parts.
What do you mean no moving parts?
It just warms ammonia that circulates in it. They don't have a compressor in them.
You used it?
Yeah, we've used it in the cabinets. Run since new since 1931.
Wow.
They're not
change ammonia?
No,
You gotta add
no,
ammonia?
you never.
Well, something's got to happen.
No, it's a sealed unit. For some reason, they use ammonia for the refrigerant. Now they've got a tiny little thing that ice cube tray fits in. They don't get real cold.
But it works.
Yeah.
So there's no electricity going to it?
Oh yeah, there's electricity.
Oh, okay.
There's a warming unit. You know how a motorhome uses a flame?
Okay, yeah. So it's like, yeah, no, I understand.
Somehow a motorhome makes a flame that makes the refrigerator cold.
Wow.
How much time do I have? Ah, damn, I gotta go. Okay.
All right.
Too much information. Don't you have a frickin' bladder, mister?
I do.
Well,
but
where
you
have
know
you
what?
been?
I'm taking those spills, you know.
Yeah, why can't they
The Larry
make
King,
refrigerators like this?
Larry King spill.
See, it has
Larry King has a bill?
The unit
Yeah,
on
they
top.
call it prostagenic or something like that. It's
You know,
supposed
like
to.
monitor top
You should take some of
refrigerators.
that, Dan.
From 1931, it's in our
Oh,
cabinet.
it
It's
does?
a 1931 stove.
Increase the
90
flow,
bucks.
is that what it does? Or what is
No,
it?
it's just that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just basically
There's no
supposed to
moving
help the
parts.
prostrate. You know, so you
There's
get to
nothing
be
to go
that
bad
old.
on
You know,
ever.
have to
How
go to the
cool.
bathroom all the time.
I wonder why that design.
Go see Larry.
Yeah.
Check him out.
Hey, Dan,
Yeah.
I need the phone number for that, remember the guy didn't get his steak dinner? The phone number for that company. Get it to me so we can give it out.
Okay.
About 9.
About what?
9 confirmed.
You know,
9?
It's about which goes. That's how it always is.
since that technology, you know, using ammonia and no moving parts, why don't they do that in some smaller refrigerators?
They should.
They very much should.
So we'll get 4 if we get
That's not how it works every time you think that, but it's not how it
You
is.
see my,
It's not how it is. Voicemails.
Oh, that's a stove
Will
hurt me.
confirm before that.
Okay,
Because she
yeah.
gives you the full count from before and.
It's down Pueblo, and I'm trying to get it off the trailer.
Was on 4 hours.
Yes.
Charged with a DUI can have long-ranging effects, but somehow it happened. Now you must deal with it. And you You need the law offices of Joseph A. Lazara, 303-429-6200, with an emphasis on DUIs. He has flat rate pricing. You'll know the price of everything. This is not a time for flying lawyer shopping. Go with someone you can trust. Joseph A. Lazara. Free initial consultations. 303-429-6200. You're going to face a trying time. Get someone to protect your rights. Joseph A. Lazara.
This guy was by my son's house down in Arizona.
Wow.
He took a regular school bus and shortened it way up.
Wow, no kidding. Jeez. That's amazing.
Find him on my referral list at Carlos.com.
If you've saved a lot in your IRAs, 401ks, and other accounts, taxes could be your biggest retirement expense. Hi, I'm Wendy Gardner, host of Your Money
My son's neighbor did.
A broken windshield.
Oh yeah, that's right. I heard that yesterday.
Were you on the
I was,
call?
I was listening. No, I was listening in on the radio.
Good morning, Jordan.
Down in Colorado Springs, they supposed to give a steak dinner with you put through windshield, and then they weren't honoring it.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
You didn't call him though?
No, I was driving. I heard it, but I have no cell service up Coal Creek Canyon. I want to call him
This
harass
was the
him.
number.
Was it A broke your windshield?
Yeah, here
Yep.
it is here.
What?
We need to weaponize.
I'll bring it in there.
Maybe do that. Huh?
Yeah, why they're not.
I mean, they can only do so much, and then we have to change it totally.
The thing is, we'll see tonight. I mean, we say the same time, and what do we have? We've been having full houses. Last month was a little bit low. But that was a holiday. We picked the wrong day last month.
We'll see. Yeah. So yeah, we were saying, too much. Way too much for that. So,
Not a big summer guy.
can't do that.
Too hot. Not a big winter guy either.
About 50 people to this hotel, and about 50 to Saturday.
Yeah.
Forget them, that's okay.
Yeah, I
It's
guess.
about the arcades getting them. It's just that people that will send us.
I have some weird pictures on
We
here.
have other people that
His name
sign up
was
saying,
Joe.
"I want to hear more," but they're not showing us the seminar.
Joe.
They don't want to go to the
Joe.
seminar.
Joe.
So the webinar's for help.
Hank. Mike.
Joe Mike.
He tries to mess with you, just gotta mess with him back. What's that?
See the needle right there?
Uh-huh.
Okay, that cloudiness is PRP, but can you see this red just goes down, makes a turn?
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
you see the vertebrae that can just pull out of line of the other vertebrae?
Okay.
That's happening. The PRP, there's the needle going in, and put the PRP in, that's where the cloudy area is.
Oh, yeah.
You see the rib goes and it takes a turn where it's broke.
Right.
Let's talk. 303-713-TALK. 713-8255. What is on your mind? Okay, we got...
Hey, I got an update, man. Remember yesterday, a broken windshield in the steak dinner?
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
They still haven't given it to him. They still haven't given this guy his voucher. So the update is there's still a bunch of jerks.
And where is that number?
Their phone number is 719-368-3567. 719-368-3567.
And here's what we're saying. They're a windshield place called Broken or Cracked Windshield or something. They will not follow through on their promise for a dinner. And they're idiots. When we called, they hung up. So, Del, thank you for letting us know. You should let these people know you heard about them on the radio, and you're going to spread the word.
There's one other number I want to give out for them.
Okay, this is what they're called, Cracked Windshield
A
or
broken promise. I mean, a broken windshield.
Oh, that's a good one. A broken promise. Yes, go ahead.
719
Yeah.
440 3771. Can you believe it? Over a $50 freaking gift certificate?
Yeah, they won't give them a dinner. And this guy will tell everyone, I want you to tell everyone, and if you get a chance, go on and make a review. Make a review that you heard about these guys and you think they suck. 368-3567. That's 719-368-3567. 719-440-3771. Denise has an insurance question. Then we are going to get to our online question on an investment and become the banker. This guy is 30-something years old, in perfect health, let's say assuming good health, wanted to know if he put money away, what it would be. Go ahead. What's going on, Denise?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, on June 4th, I was involved in a car accident. Not my fault. It was a two-way stop sign. I was going straight. The woman who hit me was turning left, and she, crashed into my car.
Right. Now, was there a ticket issued?
No.
Okay, so there's no way to know it was her fault.
Well, she signed a note saying it was.
Yeah, they're not going to, they're going to say it was under duress. Anyway, what's going on now?
Yeah, so, what happens if she never calls her insurance company at all, ever?
If she doesn't, they will not process the claim, and they will say lack of cooperation. And that's a legit reason for that insurance to not get involved. Let me explain something. I am convinced in my heart that wink, wink, when someone is drunk or in big trouble or does something stupid and their insurance company is going to have to pay out thousands and thousands, that wink, wink, for some reason, they don't get involved. And wink, wink, maybe their agent says, hey, whatever you do, don't answer if the insurance company calls. I'm thinking that this is basically you're getting hoodwinked. Did she ever call her insurance?
Never.
Did you call?
Yes, I did.
And they said, I'm sorry, she never reported the accident.
You're right.
Yeah. So the reason, okay, and that is, by the way, legit on the insurance company's part if she never called. They can't do anything about it.
Wow.
What you can do
is you can put in a claim with your insurance and let.
I did.
Okay, that's all you can do. Now you can also sue her.
Okay.
Directly for damages.
Yeah. Okay.
And that gets her attention. Then all of a sudden she's going to want to report it.
Yeah. All right. So my insurance company, I mean, even though I know where she works, I got her phone number,
sue her.
her work number, they won't do anything?
Who won't do anything?
My insurance company.
Yeah, your insurance company will. They're going to pay your claim, and they're going to go after her.
Yeah.
But you can also go after her for your deductible.
Okay.
And you can go after her for the whole thing if you didn't want to put in a claim, but I wouldn't.
You know, I just called over to that windshield company. You know what they did?
What?
They hung up on me. I can understand them hanging up on Suzanne, but to hang up on me?
What insurance company?
I'm sorry, the windshield company.
Hung up?
Yeah, a broken windshield. And the number I got, the one I got them on, and I really hope people call up and ask where this guy's dinner is.
I think you do them a public service. I've said this before. I'm not asking you to be rude or obnoxious. I'm not asking you to be a jerk. I'm asking you to call straight up and say, listen, we heard about you on the Tom Martino show. We think you're a bad company. You're not honoring your promises. What's the number?
The 719-440-3771.
Okay, that's the one.
They won't even say anything. It's really remarkable.
Well, that's because they're getting hundreds of calls. 719-440-3771. Hold on. 719. Oh, why is that? Oh, I didn't do one maybe. Let me try to. Do I have to dial 1? Okay. Okay. We have an antiquated system then. 3771. Let's see what happens. Yeah, good. Let's bloat them up. We want to bloat them up real good. 303-713-TALK. Jeff, what's going on, Jeff?
Jeff, Tom, are you up for Ask Me Anything question?
Yeah, why? Yeah.
So basically, there's this thing called Haystack Help. I saw you on it. I don't know if it's guy Chris or something.
Haystack Health? Did you say health?
Help. Haystack Help.
Help.
It's like some kind of copy of the referral list or
right,
something.
Yeah. Chris years ago went off and started this, but I didn't even think they're still around.
Oh, okay. I saw it on YouTube or something. I saw you on it, and I'm like, that's weird.
Well, hold on. Now, I don't know if I was on Haystack, but I was on Chris, when he was spooling down, I did some of the sponsors, but I called it Troubleshooter TV. In fact, Joe, you did one with me, right? Yeah.
I sure did.
Yeah.
You and I did one together.
Yeah, at Channel 4.
Channel 4.
Yeah. So I don't know if they're doing it or not anymore. So I'm sorry. I wish I had more information. Listen, over the years, so many people have come and gone trying to imitate what I do. Now, here's the unfortunate part. Home Advisor and all of those, Tackle and Nextdoor, they did way more than me because I never, ever took it to the next level back then. I just didn't. I was
Yeah, but one of the reasons they actually did okay is because they stole your name.
Yeah, they did in a couple of cases we found. They were using it in their search queries. Here's what I want to say. I just never took it to the next level. Literally, I didn't. But it's still around, obviously, referralist.com. And you can't fault people for copying something that works. You just can't. I mean, when something works, everyone copies. Look at Lyft and Uber. I mean, they just do it. And, you can't cry in your milk saying, I did it first, 303-713-TALK. Joe, a guy calls and he says, 35, did he say? How old did he say?
35 years old, and he wants to put $20,000 into the Become the Banker policy.
And he wants to put how much in?
$20,000.
And he wants to sit on it and see how much you'll have. And you said,
right.
First of all, the first thing is you can't sit on it.
You cannot put a lump sum only, because then it would become taxable.
Because it's not considered life insurance.
That is correct.
Okay, so we're going to see what the minimal you can do along with that money.
Right.
To see what you will have.
Sponsored by Farmers Insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Troubles in town and out of town. Let's go out of town where there's a full closure. Both directions of Highway
285 in the high country there near mile marker 183 and County Road 7 in the Fairplay area. Full closure due to a serious crash. No estimated time of reopening, so just be aware of that. And if you can't, just avoid that stretch for now. Back in town, got a serious wreck coming in, southbound I-25 approaching 84th. The two right lanes are blocked.
So he could do 10,000 this year, 10,000 next year.
Yeah, he can do that, but I mean, I wanted to just show 20,000 now and $200 a month. That's the minimum.
Oh, and $200.
That's the minimum.
At Farmers Insurance, we know the sound of a perfect hot air balloon landing. And a less than perfect one.
And it works really good. I mean, it looks really good. Those numbers look phenomenal, especially tax-free.
CrackerjackMudjacking.com. I tell this story, and it's a true story. They do concrete lifting and leveling and repairing, which means if you have a crack or something sinking or you want to get it fixed, whether it's a driveway, the basement, even a garage, an apron, they did mine after I was quoted 18 grand to replace it. I thought I had to because it was down like 3 or 4 inches. They came in and repaired it all like new. It cost me $1,500. A true, honest-to-God story. CrackerjackMudjacking.com. Free estimates. You'd be crazy not to get an estimate first on any concrete repair. 303-410-7787.
I may have to call them.
I've had that done. I mean, I don't know if it was which they used, like the styrofoam or something like that underneath it. I don't know what they used with his, but
I'm not. If you're talking to me, I can't hear you.
no, you're fine. We were just talking out loud.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Crackerjack?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, they don't use.
No, I'm going to call them up.
They don't
See,
use
my
the
new
phone.
house phone.
Okay, guys, I got this. Art of Granite. That's the place to go for your kitchen counters and cabinets. I love Art of Granite and Mitch Fleury. You can get a price on the phone. That's because he prices in a simple way. All of the materials, whether it be marble, granite, any kind of natural stone, he'll do it all for wholesale. Even that quartz stuff. What you pay for is the fabrication and installation. He also tears out and hauls away the kitchen free. And when you do the kitchen, he does the bathroom free. So, artofgranite.net. You can see him on Facebook too. Facebook.com/ and then search for Art of Granite Golden. 303-386-5919. That's 303-386-5919. Artofgranite.net.
About changing jobs soon.
So, yeah, don't use the phone.
They don't work on it.
One thing is environmentally and whatever, but also when they do it, they got to they don't know exactly how much it's going to raise.
Right.
It takes a while.
For the
foam. Yeah, they don't like foam.
Yeah, no, that's what I was asking. I mean, they did foam in my
foam
condo,
works, but foam is unpredictable, and also it doesn't last forever.
I figured, yeah.
I got to call them up.
Oh my God, was I happy! I thought I had to replace this.
They use sand with a Portland cement mix. Like a real mortar mix.
Nice. That's
Hey, Tom, would you like me to send you an email with some explanations about that thing you're asking me about? Do you need that?
No.
The question you were asking me
No.
when I got here today?
No.
And one of Inc. 5000's fastest growing companies. Apply online today at AmericanFinancing.net.
Now you make all the rest of us curious.
No, it's just a complaint. Bullshit complaint. You know, being a divorce attorney is the worst because people are strung out, hurt.
They're at their worst.
They're total worst.
Yeah, one of my
Sometimes.
neighbors is a divorce attorney.
Your neighbor is?
Well, my office neighbor.
Oh,
And
okay.
she's giving it out. Alicia, can't think of her last name, Toombs, I think, or something like that.
But it is a pain for them.
Yeah, she's been doing it for 10 years.
I know it's called family law.
God, I'm burned out.
I've
been divorcing people for 10 years.
And that's a new attorney.
Yeah.
There's people who've been doing this like 40 years. I don't know.
Hey, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK. Ray, you have a question about a bill from your doctor. Go ahead. Oh,
Yeah,
wait a
hi,
minute.
Tom.
1 second. Wait 1 second. Alicia, I'll be right back to you, Ray. Alicia, you got through to the broken windshield people at 719-440-3771.
I sure did, Tom. I was very polite about it, and I asked them what happened to the guy's certificate, and they directly hung up on me.
See, and this is a person calling who's being polite. How can they stay in business? They're going to go out of business over a dinner. Thank you, Alicia. They're going to go out of business over a dinner. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Over a dinner. Can you believe it? Okay, Ray, now your turn. Go ahead, Ray.
Yeah, hi, Tom.
Hey.
I received a letter from my doctor's office saying that, they failed to bill me for services dating back to 2017.
Yep, they can do that.
They can?
If it's a true bill, if they really did, yeah.
Right. Hey, my problem is that...
But hold on now.
Have that...
If your insurance no longer covers it because of their negligence, you might have an argument, but it's not because of statutes of limitation. That they have up to 6 years in Colorado before they extinguish their right to get a judgment. But as far as you paying, if you make the claim, wait a minute, had you done it when you did it, I would have had coverage. Now I don't. That's a completely separate argument from you don't have the right to do it.
And that's where I'm at with this because I no longer work for that company.
Okay, so
don't have that insurance.
But here's the other thing: unless there was a specific time limit for filing claims, you can retroactively, even if you're not working there or have it, if you were under contract at the time, many times you can retroactively apply.
Okay.
But many times you can't. They give you a limit. If you don't apply by a certain time for a claim, you lose it. In that case, I would call the place and make some kind of deal saying, look, you cost me some money here. How much is the bill?
$1,700.
I would say, look, and what would your insurance honestly have paid?
I'm going to say 80%.
Then I would have said, I would tell them that listen, they can't just do that and then expect you to pay every dime. Of course, you are you are responsible. Okay, they can ask for it. I'd negotiate. Dave, go ahead, sir.
Hey, Tom.
Yes, sir.
Good show. I'm a little concerned that your advertising for the bank on yourself concept is a little misleading.
In what way, sir?
You claim that using the participating whole life insurance policy as a source of funds, you pay interest to yourself, and I don't think that's true.
Okay, what do you think happens?
Basically, when you have a whole life insurance policy, you borrow from the life insurance company.
That's
they
right.
Borrow from their general funds.
That's
they don't
right.
take it from your policy.
That's right.
And they charge you
4%.
They charge you interest.
That's right. And what that's right. They charge you interest, and then the idea, and these guys explain it to every person, the idea is then you charge yourself more than that. And the extra money goes into your account. But while they're charging you interest, you must remember this part, Dave, you're still earning interest on the other. So if you borrowed 40 grand, they are charging you interest on 40 grand, and you're making that interest on 40 grand.
Right, and typically, so I'd call it a low-cost loan. I have a couple of these policies, and I use them.
It is a very low-cost loan, yes.
But it's not, you're not paying interest. You might pay 6% back to Mass Mutual or Northwestern, and they might credit you 4%.
No, that's not. You want to know the actual rate? What's the actual rate?
Okay, the actual rate, for the loan
is what?
4.76%.
And how much do you earn?
You earn 5%, 4% guaranteed, and about 1% dividend.
Now, so you are awash, basically, Ray, but you're paying interest, you're earning interest, but the extra that you put in does not go to the insurance company. It goes into your cash account. I mean, what you're saying is true, but I don't think I'm misleading people. I mean, maybe I can.
I do, Tom.
Oh, okay.
I think here's the proof. You go back over your whole life insurance statements and policies.
Yes.
You'll never see a credit or a growth in your policy based on your loan repayment.
What you mean? The extra interest does not go into your account?
Right. If you did that with any other investment,
Dave, hold on. Hold on. Does it go into your account or not?
It does go. It does go into your account.
Yes.
Now, what Dave is talking about is an old-fashioned whole life policy that is not designed.
Dave, if you want to call back because we're out of time, okay, and I don't want you to be cut short, or Mark will take your number, and do you want us to call you back?
I'll ring in another time, Tom. You just check your life insurance statements, and you'll never see a
All
credit.
right. He's saying in his policy you do. I'll check some statements. Thank you. I'm Tom Martino. Remember, save all your problems for me.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like...
Why? We take them. We don't give a shit. We take them. Now, do you have a typical statement you can show me? God, we never went to that guy with the money. Damn it. We got to do it tomorrow. Can you call in? Yeah, we need to do a follow-up.
Okay. Yes.
You got to remember to call in.
Yeah, and get your statement. We got statements.
That shows. I'd like to see a statement of someone who has a loan out.
Sure. The policies of today, Tom, we built them with enough room for a cushion, so people can actually